Hello, family. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, my fellow TikTokers, my TikTok cousins. Come on in and vibe with me on this Feel Good Friday. Y'all know how we do. Come on, let's have some grown folk conversation. Come on, y'all. It's Friday. Where we at? We just getting off work, on your way home. Just made it in. Last week, I think I got on. Last time I got on, I think it was about 7. No, yeah, it was about 7:30, and we stayed on till about 9-ish. So I figured I'd go on a little earlier today, give us a little time to discuss some things. So come on in. Come on in, everybody. Today's topic on this Feel Good Friday is feelings ain't facts. Basically, we're going to be getting over ourselves. You feel me? We're going to be getting over ourselves. We're going to understand that just because we feel a certain way don't make it so. Okay? That's what we're talking about today. Feelings ain't facts because we let our feelings and our emotions get in the way of a whole lot of things. And today we talking about that. We let our feelings and emotions lead us into some messed up situations. We let our feelings and emotions lead us to making some bad decisions. We let our feelings and emotions get us into some situations that we know we should have avoided. Get us with some people we know we should have walked on by. All right, we talking about how our feelings ain't facts tonight on this Feel Good Friday. That's the conversation for tonight. And as usual, Friday is our open floor. So whatever you guys want to discuss, anything you want to toss out there, any questions, concerns, feel free. And we going to vibe and we going to do what grown folk do. If we see any trolls, as we do, it never fails. We've never had a live where we didn't have at least 3 trolls. And for some reason, it's usually always men. No offense to my men, because I got some brothers in here that vibe with me just as well as the women. But for some reason, it be the fellas with the off the wall stuff. So guess what? We ain't giving them our energy tonight. We feeling good. We feeling fine. The work week is over for some of us. We gonna go home and we gonna sip our sip. You feel me? We gonna smoke our smoke. And we gonna vibe and do what grown folk do. And anytime we see some foolishness in here, I don't know who you are to be a moderator. So I have to pass on that. The only people that I allow to be moderators in here or join my lives are people that's in here vibing with us. So I know what your personality and your vibe is about. I don't want nobody with, control over the page or coming on to talk and chat with me whose vibe is not where it need to be because we trying to keep it positive. So it's nothing personal. I've never seen you in a live. So for me to just make you a moderator, that's not going to happen. But I do pretty good moderating my own page because I'm real good at spotting trolls. I don't even go back and forth. I get them up out of here. And if I miss them, trust me, my people going to point them out. Hey, Leanne. Yeah, I don't, I was on a live once and this lady, she was new to it. And I think it was one of her first few lives. And she, how people send that a request because they want to join your live. And the person she brought on was mad, disrespectful, was rude, was calling her all type of names, and just threw her whole vibe off. You know what I'm saying? Was just very offensive. And the way to control that is if the person has not been in your lives vibing with you, you haven't got a feel for the type of person that they are, they character and their personality. Don't even bring them on your live. Don't even bring them on. So that's how we handle that. I'm not in here to judge. I'm not in here. Nobody is above another in here. I don't care what your race, your sexual orientation, your religion, your political status. We not. You see what I'm saying? Like we get randoms and we just gonna get them out of here. We gonna block them and we ain't gonna let them throw off our. So anytime y'all see me lean forward, I'm still here. I'm just blocking people because I don't have time for foolishness. People come on here and I guess they didn't get enough love or attention as a child and they come on here and they want to spill all that on to us, but we ain't got time for that. What's the question? See what I'm saying? Like we can't People like that, I'm not even entertaining. Like I said, I'm grown. I don't play them games. Play with your mama, not me. That's it. And we're going to keep it moving. Anybody that's been on my lives know we go for hours. We have a good time. Sometimes we do some giveaways. We do some Q&As. We talk about whatever they want to talk about in addition to our topic at hand. And we're going to have some real conversation, you know, some harsh conversation, that real raw truth. You know, the things that we should be discussing, but people don't be wanting to talk about. That's what this is for. This is a safe space for people. If you need to vent, if you dealing with something, you need to get off your chest. Ain't nobody here to judge you. I'm not going to let people be disrespectful. I'm not going to let them come in disrupting the peace in our home, because this is our home. Henrietta, what are your pronouns? Because last time I checked, I'm a female just like you. See what I'm saying? Goofball stuff like that, we getting you up out of here after I respond to you. Love that hoodie. Thanks. It's one of my designs. It says funds over fun. So funds, dollar bills over fun. It's one of my hoodies that I designed. When scripture says content for the faith, we don't get into, to each his own, you know. Everybody on my platform may not be a believer. That's their choice. But I believe faith without works is dead. It doesn't matter what any of us believe in, whatever religion we practice or whatever we believe in. The bottom line, the cardinal rule is to treat people how we want to be treated, with the same love, respect, and dignity. And if we can do that, then we'll be okay. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But like I said, faith without works is dead. We can believe anything. We can have all the faith in the world, but if we don't put no action behind it, we outside just like a brand new car with a motor in it that ain't got no gas in it. We at a standstill. That's it. So that's my take on that. That's my take on that, you know. I try not to get, too far, because like I said, I'm not here to offend anybody, you know. I'm not here to force my beliefs on anybody, because guess what? I appreciate similarities, but I'm mature enough to respect differences. That means you ain't got to look like me. You ain't got to think like me. You ain't got to feel and believe like me. I respect you the same. And that's it. And I ask anybody that's in here, it's okay to disagree respectfully. You ain't got to share nobody else's opinion, but everybody is owed respect. And so I try to keep it like that on here. So that's it. That's just me. Oh, no, it's not. I mean, no need to apologize. I'm just saying, we talk about a little bit of everything, but I don't know anybody, I don't know each person's beliefs. I might have Catholics, I may have Muslims, I may have Buddhists, I may have Baptists, you know what I'm saying? I may have anything in here. So to discuss one thing may kind of come off as offensive to the next. You feel me? Just because people might not think or believe or feel the same. So, but it's no offense, no harm taken. That's just when it comes to faith, that's just my take on it. We can believe anything, but if we don't put action behind it, nothing changes unless you change it. Basically, nothing changes unless we change it. What is my belief? Well, I was brought up in the church. I have been baptized. I'm a spiritual person. Am I overly religious? No. Am I spiritual? Yes. Which simply means I believe in a higher purpose. That's what that means in a nutshell. I believe in a higher purpose. I've studied Buddhism. I've read the Bible front to back. Like, I've done a lot of things, because my thing is, I'm one of those people that I like to learn for myself. I like to find my own truth. I don't like to just believe in something because my parents told me, or the teacher told me, or the people around me say it. I like to find my own truth, and I like to stand on that. I think that's much more meaningful, me finding something that I believe in and that fits me, versus me just believing something because I was told to believe it. Exactly. We got free will. That's all it is. That's it. But you know what, Sons of Thunder? Like, we all have free will, but then why is it that we feel like other people don't have the option to be free if they freedom don't look like ours? Like, if they choices don't look like ours, or if they not living the way we feel they should live, why do we feel like they wrong and we right? We could, like I said, this Feel Good Friday. Y'all gonna hear our little music in the background. I'm gonna wait for a few more of my people to get in here, my normal faces, so we can kick off our conversations that feelings ain't facts. If y'all got any questions, You don't feel like that. I'm big on letting people live their life. You know what I'm saying? If you're not affecting me personally, you're not doing no harm to me, I love you just the same. I feel like you should be free to live your life how you see fit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you might not agree with my choices. That don't make me less than you. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. We just need to allow that. We need to allow people that freedom to just be. You know what I'm saying? Just live, just be. Without the stresses of everybody else's opinion and everybody else, input. Like, no, just let people breathe. Like, can we breathe? You know what I'm saying? Just let folks be. That's what I believe. Just let people be. And you'll find out they'll do much more better without everybody else being involved if they're able to make the decisions for themselves. And when you love them, especially parents, when you love them, you let them live their life. You let them make their decisions. You let them make their mistakes because experience is the best teacher. And you be there to help pick them up if they fall. That's it. That's all. It ain't hard as we make it. I don't feel like anybody has the right to oppress anybody. It's just me. Like I just said, no one person to me is above the next. It's just how I feel. Nobody has the right to oppress anyone, whether it's nations, religions, sexualities, cultures, race, like anything. Nobody has the right to oppress anybody else. That's just how I feel. That's my take on that. Well, the thing is, none of us are saints. We've all sinned. Depends on what you consider a saint. We ain't free without sin. So the way I look at it, no person walking the face of this earth sits so high that they have the power to judge another. Because we've all made mistakes. That's what life is. Life, we live and learn as we go. You know what I'm saying? We live and learn as we go. We're not perfect. First of all, we can't be perfect because perfection is non-existent. So we're not perfect and we shouldn't look for perfection in other people. We shouldn't have unrealistic expectations of other people because perfection is null and void. It is nowhere to be found. Thank you. Thank you, Leanne. And guess what? And guess what? Can't none of us throw no stone. None. We've all done something. Do I agree that I mean, that's a like who don't know that? I mean, look at slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the thing. Like, okay, we may be been an oppressed people, but do we have to stay that way? Do we have to stay that way? Or do we get to a point like my grandparents may have gone through certain things, but guess what? Do I have to still have that same mentality and that same mindset? Do I have to allow what they went to what they went through to keep me stagnant? No. Do I think Christ will tell us to do something? No. I think when people say that, well, I ain't gonna even get into that because people say a lot of things. I think that everything we need to do whatever it is we want to do in life is already within us. I think the confidence we need, the self-esteem we need, I think everything that we need is already within us. It's up to us to activate it. It's up to us to follow through on it. That's all. Hey there. Yeah, I just feel like, it's up to us. Life, to me, I understand that sometimes we find ourselves in circumstances that are beyond our control. I get that. We can't always control our circumstances. We born into situations that, you know what I'm saying? We born into situations that we can't control. Sometimes we brought up in a household that may be dysfunctional. Sometimes we brought up in a household where we may see abuse or violence. But guess what? When we're old enough to decide which way we want to go in life, we can break that cycle. We don't have to keep continuing down that same path. No, he's not telling us to be perfect. Perfection is non-existent. He's telling us to treat people right. That's what I get from that. So interpretation is up to the person. The conversation for tonight, Mr. Magic Stick, the conversation for tonight is that feelings ain't facts. I just had somebody throwing some religious questions out there, so I'm answering him. But I'm about to get into our topic because I don't really get off into the whole religious thing. Because like I said, all of my viewers, hey Shelly Boo, all of my viewers, they believe different things. So I'm not here to offend anybody. So I'm going to move right along to our topic tonight, which is feelings. Feelings aren't facts. And I'm going to tell y'all why I want to talk about that. I came across a post on TikTok. Oh, no problem. No problem. No problem. You're welcome. I came across a post on TikTok. And this is why I said feelings ain't facts, right? So it was a guy. A guy said that he had went viral. He wasn't expecting his video to go viral. But listen to the content of his video. This is what he said. Basically, he must have been speaking on guys dating women with children, right? So one guy came across his video and the guy told him, I'm so glad I came across your video because now I realize I don't have to settle. So the lady that I was engaged to, she has kids. So I broke off the engagement. So it was a lot of people thanking him, thank you, King. Thank you so much. You so right. I shouldn't have to settle, yada, yada, yada. Granted, there's nothing wrong with that because none of us should settle, men or women. Nobody should settle. If it's not for you, then it ain't for you. That's it. That's all. I ain't telling you to stay nowhere you don't want to be, nowhere where you unappreciated, you unloved, you feel No, I'm not telling you that. But this is the problem I have with that. You went so far as to propose to a woman and that has kids. So which meaning you at least been with her some months, right? Let's just say you've been with her a year. We're just going to throw a number out there. You've been with her a year, right? She has kids. So not only were you around her, you were around those kids. So not only did you develop a bond with her, hey, Adrian, you developed a bond with her kids, right? But all it took was for you to come across a TikTok video for you to break off the engagement. So was your feelings real? Was your feelings real? If you in a situation and I come on here and I speak against that situation, if all it takes is my words, then you weren't really invested to begin with. You was looking for a way out. And my words just kind of gave you that push that you needed. You know what I'm saying? And this is what pissed me off. Like I said, we all have free will, right? We can date who we want. We can love who we want. We can live with who we want, marry who we want. That's our choice. But here's the thing when it comes to when kids are involved, whether it's a single mother, whether it's a single father, because nobody talks about it, but it's single fathers out there just the same. I personally know several males that have custody of their children. They are single fathers, right? So when you get involved with a person that has a child, let me back up. Before you get involved with a person that has a child, ask yourself what your intentions are. Ask yourself if your intentions are pure. Because if you're not in it for the long haul, and if you don't plan on staying around, don't uproot this woman or this man's life. Because kids are like sponges. They absorb everything. And imagine if you got a child who mother or father, their biological mother or father is already not around, right? Is one parent already not in the picture? So when mama come home with Tyrone or daddy come home with Sheila, right? They feel like, oh man, maybe this gonna fill a void for what I'm missing, right? And then they become attached. Then next thing you know, a year later, Tyrone ain't coming around and Sheila ain't coming around. You don't think that hurt the kids just like it hurt the man or the woman whose feelings you playing with and that you taking lightly? It does. Yes, don't be messing with them babies' feelings. But you know what? Mr. Majestic? It ain't just the young men. It's not just the young men. Let me tell you something. I came across a lady. Hey, baby. My daughter just woke up. I'm going to rock her to sleep. I came across a lady that said, she wanted to divorce her current husband because her ex was back in the picture. Thank you, Leanne. Yes, women do the same thing. And yes, So they do the same thing. Y'all gonna see her fall asleep, my little sleepy head. I'm upstairs in my office and she was downstairs. She had fell asleep, but she must have noticed I wasn't down there. But yeah, so women definitely do the same thing. And I've seen a woman that said even though her current husband, took her in and when she had nothing, right? Put her through school, helped her start a business. He don't make enough money. Thank you, Shelly. He don't make enough money. He basically what she said was he don't have the social status as her ex. So she wants to get back with her ex because he's in a better financial position than her current husband. Now you tell me that ain't foul. Tell me that ain't foul. Yeah. Like literally, people out here, they're back to what you said. They're marrying for the wrong reason. Their intentions are not good. They not caring. Thank you. He's an ex. But guess what? But Leanne, but guess what? Do you know why he was an ex? It was on her. It wasn't on him. He told her that she needed to get some help because you've been waiting on me. Hey, Courtney Boo. He told her she needed to get some help mentally because she was dealing with a lot of childhood trauma. And that's all he told her. He said, you need to work on yourself before you try to invest yourself into, a situation. That's what he told her. And so she was like, well, I went and I did the work. But in the process of you doing the work, you got married. You didn't just go work on yourself. You married somebody else. So which meaning you brought somebody else into your BS, into your toxicness, into your brokenness. And now you want to leave him because the work the first guy told you to do, you did. That don't even make sense. Because how you think you're going to have a happy life when you spreading litter everywhere? Your life can't be clean if you spilling trash everywhere. It's not going to be peaceful if you breaking people along the way. You feel me? Yes, you didn't fix yourself. And what did I say last week? The inside is much more important than the outside. You gonna clean up the outside and you gonna look good on the outside, but your inside falling apart. That don't make sense. Yes, hurt people definitely hurt people. But here's the thing: when does it stop? When does it stop? Because if hurt people, is it fair to the people that we hurting because we've been hurt? Or should we take the necessary steps needed to fix ourselves? Because let's be real, we all done been hurt. We all done been hurt. We all dealing with some level of We've all dealt with some level of brokenness. No, I don't need a babysitter. I'm at home. My daughter's in my lap. She's not bothering nobody. She's asleep. So basically, yeah. No, I don't need a babysitter. I'm at home. Yes, money runs the world. Money definitely runs the world. Definitely does. So it was just one of them things where it's like, that's why I said feelings aren't facts, because guess what? We thinking or we feeling something is one way when in actuality it's everything but. You think the man that took thank you, Courtney. You think the man that took this lady in, put her through school, helped her get herself back together, you think he deserved what she finna put him through? Because she already said the ex is single. She gonna shoot her shot. Oh, it's okay, Ramona. It's okay. It's okay. No, she can't. She's asleep, as you see. She's still asleep. She's sleepy. She just didn't want to. She wanted me to be in her sight. So, but all my stuff is upstairs in my office. So she knew where I was. That's one thing. If she don't see me, she was in the living room watching a movie and she fell asleep. So when she looked up and didn't see me, she already knew. I heard her come right on up the stairs. Yes, money is. But why is that though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is money? Is it that, like, do we really judge people based on their financial status? Well, you know what? I ain't gonna ask that. That's a dumb question. Yeah, we already know we do. That's the way of the world. You got different social classes and different statuses and different neighborhoods. And if you from this part of town, then you better than the folks from this part of town. And yeah, but you know what? That's sad. Because what are we teaching our children? That your valuables make you valuable? That your valuables determine your worth? That ain't the right thing to be teaching. Because here's the thing. Okay, if we say we all living good and we making 6 figures and above and we got this life that we dreamed of, but what happened if the company we working for go out of business? What happened if we get hurt on a job? What happened if our health failed us and we can't work? Am I now less than because I no longer had the financial power I once had? Okay, there you go. There you go, Mr. Majesty. I like that. Because it ain't money. Because we all got money. Whether we got a little or a lot, we all got some. It's the love of money. Okay. Yes. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Thank you. It's how you treat people, right? It should never be about what you got. So I can't be friends with you or I can't hang with you because you got less or more than me. Because let's be real. It's always somebody that got more than you. It's always somebody that's better off. It's always somebody with a better car, a bigger house, a bigger bank account, more income. Yes, society. I agree. Let me tell you something. Society does a number. If you're not mentally strong, society will have you believing that you ain't worth nothing. Society will have you believing you gotta look a certain way, you gotta dress a certain way, you gotta be a certain size, your hair gotta be a certain way, you gotta wear this, you gotta wear that. And people go out and get in debt trying to keep up with the Joneses. Cause society said. Or you see a commercial, or your friend got this, or somebody around you got that. Now you feel like you gotta have it. Thank you. I don't love, baby, because let me tell you something. If money make folks do all that, I'd be okay with what I got. I'm content with what I got. You hear me? Because we can always have more. But we shouldn't let that more have us. See, it's a difference. Guess what, Leanne? Guess what? You still special. Cause it don't matter that money. Let me tell you something. Like I said when I was on live last time, money buys temporary things that make you happy, but money don't bring. It's not your happiness. It can buy you those things that put a smile on your face, but guess what? If you miserable or if you lonely or if you broken, your money can't fix that. Because even if you pay for a therapist, if you can go, but if you don't do the work, you still the same in inside as when you first went. Thank you. We all a part of the world, but we don't have to become, what the world showed us. Look, Sons of Thunder. Look at all the celebrities who have committed suicide. If money was the end all be all, look at all the people who committed suicide. And as unfortunate as that is, it had to be something weighing on them that they just couldn't take no more. You feel me? So we that in itself should tell us that money ain't everything. I mean, it should tell us, Think about it. So that's why I say feelings ain't facts. And another thing, we have to start, and the reason why I say that too, we have to start seeing stuff for what it is. You know what I'm saying? We have to start seeing stuff for what it is. If people show us that they not for us, if people show us that they not really rocking with us, if people show us that they don't really care for us, we got to leave them people where they at. We got to quit trying to change people. We got to quit trying to paint a different picture. You understand me? We have to stop, because all we do is we bring about more pain and heartache on ourselves. Because when you ignore the signs, it's a sure way for you to end up at the wrong destination. A sure way. When you ignore the signs, you for sure gonna end up at the wrong destination. Yeah, because the thing is, we have to be content with what we have. Because if you're not appreciative for what you got, you think you're gonna get something else? You got to. And guess what? It hurts. I'm not gonna say it's easy. Thank you. They know what we don't know. Exactly. They know money not everything. And I'm not, it hurts. Anytime we have to leave people behind that we have a genuine love for, it hurts. But guess what? It's not even always that they mean us any harm, but sometimes they don't mean us any good either, right? So even if you don't mean me no harm, if you're not adding value to my life, why are you here? If I'm not adding value to your life, please get rid of me. If you can't call on me and I can't give you no encouraging words, or if I can't be supportive of you, or if I can't make you feel better, or shed some light on your day when you in some darkness, you don't need me in your life. Thank you. Guess what? Because guess what? That old car get you from A to B just like a new car. And no matter how big or small your house is, it's yours and you got something to lay your head in. It's folks that ain't got that. So I'm one of those people that I'm always forever grateful for whatever I have, because it's always somebody that has more, just like it's always somebody that got less. So even when we think, man, we may not be where we want to be in life, guess what? That don't mean we're going to always be in that position. Even when we go through our struggles, that don't mean the struggle is everlasting. Yes, we gotta be grateful. We gotta be grateful. You know how many people wake up every day, they don't even have people that say hello. They don't even have people that ask them how is their day. They don't even have people that say good morning. How you feeling? Do you need a hug? Is there anything I can do for you? It's people still battling, it's adults still battling childhood trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's adults that are still out here broken, trying to put the pieces of their life back together, and they don't even know where to start. So if all I can do is get on here once or several times a week and give somebody some encouraging words, or have a conversation that's going to take the load off somebody, that's enough for me. Because we just sitting here talking. Like I say, I'm welcoming you into my home. You welcoming me into yours. I'm not going to come into your home and disturb your peace, just like I'm not going to let nobody come on here and disturb mine. Yes, yes, yes. For what we have, yes. Because guess what? If we focus on what we don't have, do you know that makes us unappreciative for what we do have? Thank you, Valerie. Yes, Ramona, I've never been materialistic. But like I said, if we focus on thank you, Leanne. If we focus on what we don't have, guess what? We miss the blessing in what we do have. Like I said, all of us on this live, me included, we all saw something that we want, right? Whether it's a newer car, a new jacket, a new pair of shoes, new hairdo, we gonna always see something we want. But do that mean we gonna lose our sense of self? Do that mean we gonna sit back and complain because we ain't got it? No. We're going to be grateful. Okay, guess what? I might not have no new coat, but guess what? I got a coat in the closet I can put on and keep me warm. I might not have no new shoes, but I got some shoes to cover my feet so I ain't walking on the ground. I might not have no steak to eat, but I got enough in there to make me a meal. You feel me? I might not have hundreds of thousands of dollars in my bank account, but I got enough to pay my bills. This is how we got to look at stuff. This is how we got to look at stuff. Hello, welcome everybody. That's how we got to look at stuff. We can't be unappreciative. We have to be appreciative for what we have, no matter how little or how much. No matter how little or how much, we have to. And we can't don't look at the glass half. You know what? I don't look at the glass half empty or half full. I'm thankful for the fact that I got a glass with something in it. That's my mentality. I'm thankful for the glass that got something in it. Now, somebody else may say, oh, this is half empty, this is half full. Well, I'm thankful for the glass that got something in it. I don't care if it's a drop. I'm thankful for that. We can do, when we have the right heart, do y'all realize when we can treat people right and we can respect people no matter where they from, how much they got, what they look like, who they love, what they practice, when we can show a genuine love and respect to our fellow brothers and sisters, that opens so many doors for us. It's a peace like you can't even describe. You can't even describe. And that's why I say feelings ain't fast, because guess what? We might feel a lot of ways. Feelings change like the weather. So that can't be factual. We know feelings change. You might wake up in a good mood, and by the time 12 o'clock come, somebody done pissed you off at work. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, we can wake up in a good mood. 12 o'clock come, we ready to go. Somebody that pissed us off at work, right? Somebody calling or texting us with some foolishness, right? Our whole mood didn't change. But those are just feelings. So there is no facts in that. Those are my personal feelings. Because how are my feelings any more valid than yours? They're not. They're not. That's why I tell people feelings ain't fast. But guess what? You entitled to feel how you want to feel. But then those are your feelings. You have to understand that's how you feel. That may not be how I feel. So it's not fair of you to try to force your feelings on me, or it's not fair of me to try to force my feelings on you. We have to in life, we have to learn to allow people to live. Allow people to feel how they gonna feel, be who they gonna be how they gonna be, do what they gonna do. We have to learn how to do that without being judgmental, without being always complaining to them. Let folk be. Come on. We definitely do. We definitely do. You hate to admit. That's okay, Leanne. I'll be on here for a while. And I'm in the process of setting up a Patreon, because a lot of people have asked me how can they go back and watch replays. So I'm in the process of setting it up. Hopefully, well, I'm going to finish, because I told my people I was going to finish. So I'm going to finish that. So I'll have that link for you guys tomorrow, where you'll be able to go and watch like my replays. And I'll do like daily motivational things every morning, to help people start their day off on the right foot. Yeah, so I'm working on that. So yeah, it's okay, honey. I'll be on here for a while. My lives usually go at least 2-3 hours. Because when we start, we just keep going and going until I get tired. So we go for a while. That's why I got on early tonight. I usually get on like 7:30, but I was like, no, it's Friday. Our Fridays be our longest night, so let me get on early. So feel free to hop back on, love. Okay, honey. But yeah, we gotta learn how to let people be. Even if it don't look like what we think it should look like, they may take their own route. That don't mean they gonna end up at the wrong destination. They don't got to follow our path. They don't got to take our advice. And you know what? That's what I'm striving on. Like, we've had some serious conversations in here, where whether people have been physically abused, sexually abused. We had one day where we all just talked about grief and how we was coping with losing parents and grandparents and kids. Like, we get, and that's why I like to get the trolls up out of here, because if we having a heart to heart, I don't need nobody coming in here on BS, you know what I'm saying? Or being insensitive to what people got going on. Hey, baby girl, that's why I try to keep it, I'm going to always have my music going to set the vibe, especially my Friday. We be all over the place talking about a little bit of everything. I try to answer questions. I try to give my input. Like I tell people, I'm not a licensed therapist. I can only speak from experience, which I've had a lot of in my 44 years of life. I done been through some things, and I done seen some things, and I done witnessed and experienced some things. So that's where I speak from. I'm not gonna tell you anything that I haven't gone through, or any advice that I haven't taken. We ain't dealing with no embarrassment in here. We ain't dealing with no shame. Nobody gonna come in here and make nobody feel less than who they are. No, we not doing that. Not in my house. That's why I say this is my house. Not in my house. I look good. Thank you so much. Yeah, 44. I turned 44 September the 13th. 44 years young, I like to say, because I definitely don't feel old. So 44 years young. So hopefully everybody has had a good week. Hopefully y'all ain't had to. Very smart girl. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Valerie. I try, like I said, life is hard enough. I don't need to come on here and be rude. I don't need to come on here and talk about no negativity, no drama, because all of us see that enough. We hear that enough. All I gotta do is turn on the news. We see and hear that enough. So I'm not trying to, it's enough people on here telling jokes, and sometimes we need that, because I follow a lot of the comedy pages. Enough people on here telling jokes and doing dances. I participate in all of it, but when I'm doing my lives are strictly real grown folk adult conversation. That's it. That's it. I spend the longest of my time on my lives. So I like it to be where people feel comfortable, not judged, not pressured, no. I mean, sure, we'd had some conversations where I've literally been sitting on here in tears talking to people. So I warn anybody, it gets real and raw in here, but it's going to be truth. We not sugarcoating nothing. Them emotions going to come up, and they might just come on out. So, that's just what it is. That's what it is. So if y'all got any questions for me or anything y'all want to discuss, in addition to, us discussing how feelings ain't facts, hey, let me know. Put them on in here in the chat, comment, and we going to keep it flowing, and we going to keep vibing. Thank y'all for the likes and the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follows. Anybody that's on my live that is following me, I promise you when my live is over, I will follow you back. I am from Chicago, Sons of Thunder. I am from Chicago. I'm in Tennessee now, but I'm Chicago through and through. West Side Shy through and through. Yeah. Like they say, there's no place like home. Yeah. Chicago, girl. California. Okay, we got California and Indiana in the house. Okay. Yes, we are neighbors, right? How is the weather? Because I'm in Tennessee right now, Paw. I'm in Tennessee. I'm sorry, I'm in Memphis. I'm in Memphis. Sons of Thunder. I heard it's snowing in Chicago. So are you guys getting any of that snow? Probably. Okay, baby girl, Alabama. Okay, welcome. Welcome. Yeah. Oh, it's cold. Oh, y'all finna get snow. Okay. See, I think here today we got up to, we might be in the 50s or 60s. Shoot, the other day, I want to say Tuesday, it was 72 degrees. Oh, yeah, I love California. I love California. Okay, you in Milwaukee. Okay, Botanical. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I love California. I went the year for last for my birthday. I went. We had a ball. I love Cali. It's expensive, but I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's I love that. Oh yeah, I had to, yeah, Chicago, it got to be too much, and I just was to the point where I wanted my baby girl, because she's the youngest of my kids, and I wanted her to be able to actually have a life that she could live, if that makes sense. I wanted her to be able to go outside and play, be able to play in her front yard and her backyard, because I mean, I was in a house, big house, and but I wasn't comfortable enough in letting her go outside and play. Like, we would go to other areas, hey Tamika Boo, I'm doing good, love. Hopefully you're doing just as well. We would go other places for her to play. So it's like, now that we're here, like, she'll go outside. I have a big front yard, big backyard, nice driveway. Like, she'll go out there and we play, and, not a care in the world. So yeah, Chicago just got to be too much. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Valerie. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm just being me. What you see is what you get. This is me every day, all day. This is me every day, all day. So yeah, yeah, you guys, y'all in here, if y'all like the vibe, follow each other just as well. Yeah, yeah, you know what, Paw, I have to tell you guys a story about that. One night I was in cause my house had actually no, my house had 3 stories, because I had a basement, I had a first level, and I had a second level. So my bedroom and my baby girl right here, our bedrooms were upstairs along with my office. And the first level was my oldest daughter and my youngest son. There was the first level. And then the basement, like, had our like supplies and laundry room and all that. So it was one night, it was like 11 something. And my husband and my baby girl, they were in the bed asleep. And so I had got up to go to the restroom, and my daughter downstairs was, listening to her music or whatever in her room, watching a movie or something she was doing. And no soon as I walked out the bathroom and sat on the edge of my bed, I heard a sound, and I thought somebody was throwing rocks to the window, right? Because I'm like, who throwing rocks at my darn window? I get up and look, and I see people scattering. My dumb self in the window before I even realized they were shooting, right? So me being me, I wake my husband up, because I didn't know at what point the bullets was going to start flying. So he grabbed baby girl. They get on the floor. I run down the stairs to tell my other daughter, hey, get down. They shooting, get down. I don't know what direction the bullets coming from. And she's like, well, mama, why you up? I'm like, because you my daughter. Like, I'm your mama. I got to make sure you straight. So at this point, I go to my front door, which was like it was very secure, so you couldn't get in that. So I'm looking out like the people, and I'm calling the police, and they was like, oh, thanks, but we already have somebody en route. Before I even hung up with them, police officers was pulling up. So I go back upstairs. Something tell me, check your window. Do y'all know the bullet came through my bedroom window? It came through my window, through the curtain, right? Through the door that I had just passed by. It came through. Yes, I love Vaughn. It came through my bedroom door. It went down my hall and it lodged itself into the wall of my office. So hear me again. Through my bedroom window, through my bedroom door, down the hall, through the up part of my office, and it landed on the floor in my office, the shell casing. Yes. And I told my husband, I said, you know what? I can't be here. At that moment, I said, I can't be here. I gotta go. Because when the detectives and everybody came, the forensic, like everybody coming, because they was trying to find a bullet. And like I said, they found the bullet in my office on the floor. So it was lodged in the wall, and then the casing was on the floor. So they were at our house all night till like 3, 4 in the morning. And when they did the level, he told me to come here because he was like, well, when did you first hear it? I said, well, I was walking out of the bathroom. I said, by the time I sat down, I heard a sound. He had me stand by the door. Do y'all know the bullet was right here? The level of the bullet was right here. So had I been a moment later, right? Had I been a moment later, I'd have been shot in the head right there. That freaked me out. Who was that? Hey, Azalea. Hey, hon. Like when I tell y'all, that threw me for a loop. When he had me come stand by the door and he was like, this is where, because the hole was in the door. Like I said, it was in my window. It came through the curtain. It was in the door, went all through the house. And he was like, it literally was right here. It was this, the level the bullet was at. And I said, I was like, nope. At that point, I wasn't playing no games because I had all kind of stuff running through my head. I'm like, okay, if it wouldn't have been me, what if it would have been my older daughter coming upstairs to tell me good night like she did every night? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm not playing them. I believe when we have signs, I believe we get signs in life. And I believe it's up to us to act on them. So when I see certain things and certain signs, oh yeah, we definitely don't value life. Oh no, we don't. You have people that, number one, you have people that are not afraid to die. And I'm not saying you should live fearfully, but you should value something. Like, I can say I'm not afraid to die, but that don't mean I'm ready to die, right? I'm not afraid of death because I know death is a part of life, but I'm afraid of leaving my baby when she's young and can't fend for herself. You feel me? So it's that whole notion where people don't care. Like, they don't care about themselves, so you know they don't care about me and you. No, they don't. Like, literally, they do not care. They do not care at all. They don't care. And as it just so happened, by the time that night was over with, it was over 50 shell casings outside that they found. Because it all stemmed from, guess what? Some social media BS. They threw a party across the street, and one of the guys was beefing with somebody, and he was on social media like, yeah, if you looking for me, I'm at such and such. And guess what? They rolled up on them, and they aired that sucker out. This is what I'm saying. No regard for nothing. You just come and you shooting. You don't know who in there. Bullets was everywhere. Everywhere. It was ridiculous. And it was at that moment, because I was in Chicago. I've been in Chicago my whole life. I was born and raised there. Never have I been in an encounter like that. Never. Like, I done been harassed by the police, and you from Chicago at some point, you probably done fought and came to blows with somebody. Like, oh, that's nothing. You expect that. But for a bullet to come through your window, baby, bye. I'm like, no, you ain't got to tell me twice. Nope. So I was like, no, I can't. And I know stuff happen everywhere, because people be, quick to say, well, stuff happens everywhere. I get it. But baby, Chicago is a whole nother beast. Chicago is a whole nother beast. And if you not from there, you can't even begin to understand. It's a whole nother beast in itself. Yeah, kid, like anything could happen. Oh, wow. I didn't know you had gotten shot, Azalea. I'm sorry to hear that. Like, yeah, like if you a neighbor of Chicago or you frequent Chicago, you know how real it is. Like, when I tell you, my father used to always say, if you could make it in Chicago, you could make it anywhere. And I used to be like, Daddy, what does that mean? He said, when you get older, you'll understand. And baby, he mean in terms of the violence. He mean in terms of working, survival, like the whole nine. Or you go to the old, like, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so many places, like the places we used to love, right? The places we used to love, vacation spot. Everybody used to love coming to Chicago for Taste of Chicago, around the 4th of July. Not so much. Years ago, when people started getting robbed downtown, you had violence in a lot of places, but downtown usually was the safe spot. You know, that was usually the, you know, you wasn't getting messed with downtown. Baby, please. These folks start doing them smash and grabs. They start robbing places. They start carjacking folk. That no area was off limit. No area was safe. Not up north. It was a lot of home invasions and carjackings. Yeah. Yeah. Is that, you know, and I'll never say, so here's the thing. I'm not going to be one of those people that say police are bad. You know why? Because I personally know some that are good, right? Just like we hate when people say blacks are thugs or blacks are criminals or whites are rape. Like everybody hate stereotypes, right? So if we lump all police in the same category, we doing the same thing. Used to be New Orleans. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh man, New Orleans. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. New Orleans, and guess what? And also Detroit. I didn't know Detroit had such high numbers like that. But they did. Because at one point, Chicago wasn't even in the top 10. At one point, and I was like, okay, somebody list got to be damn wrong. Because I wasn't believing that. I'm like, how we, you know, even though it was a good thing, but I'm just like, no, how we ain't up in the top 10? Somebody lying somewhere. I'm like, it must be somebody from Chicago did this list. Because something that made, yes. You know what, Tamika? I graduated from high school in the Mississippi Delta. I would have never known Jackson to be like it was. Yeah, I'm in Memphis now, and I know. But you know what? Like I said, everywhere you got your areas, it's laws created. Well, you know what? We could talk about that all day. Because we all know the justice system is not just. You know, we look. We know that. I know that. You know, I'm not one of those people that turn a blind eye and act like the sky ain't falling when I see it falling. You know, I'm not gonna act like the house next door ain't on fire when I see smoke and flames. That ain't me. You know, it's just that people need to understand that just because something is not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening to somebody, right? Yes, Chicago, where they found a girl in the hotel. You talking about Kanika? Yeah, she was found in the hotel freezer dead. I still got so many questions about that. That confused the hell out of me. They still ain't found the postal worker that went missing from Chicago, the pregnant postal worker. They still ain't been no update on. Let me tell y'all something. It's so many folks that have gone missing in Chicago that knew each other or that ran together to where I kept saying, okay, this shit ain't no coincidence. You know, I had a cousin that was killed. And they found her, if I'm not mistaken, in a garage. And she had been killed. Just brutally. But a lot of people ran in the same circles. Like, we still don't hear nothing from what was the girl's name? Wright. I know her last name was Wright. Like, it's a lot of people we don't even hear nothing about. Hanging. Oh yeah. Oh man, let me tell you something, Larry, or the people that's found with their organs missing and shit. Like, make that how that happen? How that happen? Now, y'all gonna mess around. Y'all gonna mess around and get me banned and blocked. But let's be real. We talking about it. We all know the biggest gang in the world. The government. Who don't know that? They control it all. Janine Ray, that's my cousin. She was dead. They found. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, Tamika. But here's the thing, like, do y'all ever wonder why? Okay, we finna answer our own questions, right? Because what I'm finna say probably is gonna answer our question. But y'all ever wonder why so much emphasis is put on locking up drug dealers than people that's abusing kids or raping kids, molesting kids, kidnapping kids? Oh, hell yeah. Organs for profit. Oh yeah, that's been a thing. But why people don't believe that? It's been happening. And there it is, Richard. Shit been happening, but guess what? Now, everybody got a cell phone. Now, the shit just coming out because guess what? It's always somebody nearby that's recording some shit. They waiting. They be waiting for some shit to jump off because first thing, boop, we going live, record. And it's like you hate to see that, but then you have to think, Shoot, if it wasn't for them recordings, a lot of stuff we wouldn't know a lot of stuff that we know, right? You know, we get mad at people that stand by and record, but then if they didn't, man, love to be, but guess what? I feel like this. If you see somebody doing wrong and you just turn a blind eye, then you may as well be doing it yourself. I'm not saying you got to step in front of no bullet. I ain't saying that. But what I'm saying is, if you see something, you could say something. I never forget, me and my daughter was going somewhere, my older daughter. We was going somewhere one day. We was in Chicago, and I was driving. If any of you guys are familiar with Chicago, I was driving up Laramie. I was driving up Laramie on the west side, close to the Austin area. I was driving up Laramie, and my daughter was like, Mama, what's going on right here? It was a group of people, right? And when we looked, I realized that this group of people was beating this dude. It was like 10 of them. Like, they was hitting him with garbage can. I called the police. I said, yes. I said, there's a guy being attacked on the corner of such and such, by the Walgreens, parking lot. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I couldn't turn no blind eye to that. You know, no. Because guess what? First thing I'm thinking as a mother, that's somebody's son. That's somebody's brother. The hell, that could have been somebody's father that's getting beat like that. My phone call just might have been what saved his life. I hope it did. You know, we got to. Oh, Gulfport. Oh, yeah, Tamika, my mama lived down there. My mother live in Goshen and my son lives in Pascagoula. They 15 minutes from each other, but they on the Gulf Coast. They live down there. But that's how it should be. You know, it's like this. I feel like with all these people missing, don't nobody know where these people at. No, nobody know. Nobody. I call bullshit. I'm gonna say it for what it is. I call bullshit. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. Okay, Valerie, I'll be here, hon. You know, somebody knows something. But see, so many of us got this mindset that, oh, you know what? I love Atlanta. Let me tell you something. My daughter is a sophomore at Clark Atlanta. And like the whole vibe down there, I have never been anywhere. Like I said, I'm 44 years old. I've been several places in my life. The vibe that I get in Atlanta, this finna sound crazy, but Atlanta feel like home. And I know that sound crazy when I say that, but Atlanta feel like home. Whether I was in the heart of Atlanta, whether I was in Marietta, whether I was in Decatur, no matter what area I was in, it felt like home. Yes, because guess what? That's probably going to be my final stop. Like my final destination. I love Atlanta. Like the whole vibe there, like, it's like I've never seen so many people who look like me that support each other. Like we usually trying to tear each other down or trying to keep each other down. Larry, you in Atlanta, how you like it? Come on, bro, be real with me. How you like it? Because my daughter love it. And every time I visit, I love it. Yes, Soul Savior, I kid you not. Like when I tell you, bro, everywhere I went, every store, every mall, every restaurant, when I went and had a full body massage, you know what? Sons of Thunder, don't laugh at me, but I've never heard of a Dallas, Georgia. I ain't even know there was a such place. Oh, you love it. See what I'm saying? You in Kansas City, ready to go. See what I'm saying? Anywhere but here. See, Atlanta was number 1 on our list. And when my husband got transferred, he worked for the post office. When they transferred him, it just so happened Memphis was the place they transferred him to. So we came here because I was still trying to get closer to my mom and my son. So it's like I'm 5-6 hours from everybody, which is closer than Chicago. But I love Atlanta. Your mama downtown, so you came back home. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand that, Tamika. I understand that. But I love it. Man, when I tell you they change, northern people are changing it. Okay, changing it how? Good way or bad way, Larry? Good way or bad way? Cause see, I want the original. I want the Atlanta that I see every time I come. I don't want no riffraff mess. Bad, see, man. And that be the thing. And that's what we got to realize. It's not the places, it's the people. It's the people. Anywhere you go, it's not the places, because if you look, oh, Ramona, okay, it's like that in Pennsylvania. I have an aunt that live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. No southern hot. See, I don't like that because here's the thing. I'm fortunate enough to have some north end, the northern and the southern in me because I lived in Mississippi from 1990 to 1995, and then I went to college here in Tennessee, and then back to Chicago. So I spent some time. Yes, I'm still in Memphis now, but I won't be. I've been here a year. I've been here a year. See, that's what they saying, like ruining places. Like, don't, no, I don't like that. Like, if you want to be, I think we should just have a place in the world that's designated for ignorant folk. The people that want to shoot each other, the people that wanna do harm to each other, the people just want to be riffraffs and stuff. I think we should just put them in one place so the rest of us can enjoy the world. What y'all think? Oh, you see, that's me. Northern with a southern heart. See, that's me. See, Texas. Okay, give me anybody in here from Texas or live in Texas, because I heard that Dallas and Houston, Memphis is capital of murder. I would think Chicago, because that's where I'm from. Off the grid. You see what I'm saying? So safe. Let me just get me an island somewhere. Katrina's Island. You feel me? You gotta get on a boat to get there. That's why you just want that peace and serenity where, you just don't want nobody to bother you. Just let me be. That's what I'm talking about, because it's like you move from one place and then you end up in another, and then it's like the riffraffs follow you, and then you end up somewhere else. They used to call Southerners backwood, a planet other than Earth. Okay, I can dig that. Okay, look, right, why we all can't, let the people that want to have peace, let us live peacefully. Yeah, that's me, Richard. Yeah, give me some warmth. I dealt with enough snow and coldness in Chicago. Hey, my put. You want mommy rock you? What you want? You looking for something to get into? What you looking for? Your Elsa and Anna. Where is she? Your lip gloss? Go get it. Want me to get it? Okay. Okay, y'all. Am I happy? I don't know. Who was that for, Kirby? I'm sorry. That's your dream, too. Yeah, it got to be warm. Let me go get my baby lip gloss. I'll be right back, y'all. Do I like... You know what? Who is that? Tennessee is okay, but it's not my... It was last on our list, just to give you an idea. It was last on our list, so definitely wasn't a top choice. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I bought my baby some lip gloss, so she wanted her lip gloss, her Elsa and Anna lip gloss. Who was this? Did y'all ask some questions? Retire. Man, wouldn't that be good? Retire on an island. Yes, I don't want to be nowhere with no snow. Curvy boy mom, are you happy? I don't know if you just asking those random questions or you asking a genuine question. Yeah, we happy, we vibing, we in here having a good time. Knoxville. You know what? We were in near Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, where they had the cabins in Tennessee. Oh my God, I love that whole vibe. Just waking up and just looking out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole vibe was just amazing. We did that for our family trip before the pandemic hit. And then last year we did Destin, Florida, we had a beach house, and it was amazing. So I got to figure out what we're going to do next year. It was. Dolly. Oh, yeah, Dolly. Man, those we weren't far from there. They had like the miniature golf and different stuff like that. It was, when I tell y'all, because my thing, no matter what I got in life or how far I come in life, I want to be able to enjoy the simple things with the people that I love who genuinely love me, right? Where we can get together, barbecue or cook a meal, you know what I'm saying? Play some games, laugh and joke, reminisce about the old times, listen to some good music, sip some good wine. I mean, if you smoke, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want. That's just, if I could do that all the time, man, like I am at complete peace. I am at complete peace, because that's what it's about. It's about people. It's not about things. You know, and we get it twisted. We value things and we use people. Ain't that backwards? We value things and we use people. It's bad to live where, Richard? Oh, Knoxville? Really? Now, I would have thought, thank you. Thank you, Melanie. Yeah, this is my little baby. This is my little, oh, Gatlinburg. Okay. Yeah, see, it was a weekend. It was a weekend, you know. So it was, you know, me, my mom, you know, my brothers, you know, their wives. So it was a family thing. But yeah, I definitely, yeah. How I value. Oh yeah, this my babe. This my pud right here. This my little baby. Hey, Joanne. Am I married? Yes, I am. Larry, yes. 5 years and counting. Yeah, we definitely can mentally, because let me tell you something. Sometimes because that's what you need. Sometimes when you need to take a step back and you need to regroup, guess what? All it is you clear your mind. You go back to a space that you felt the most peace, and you clear your mind of all the things and people that create noise and chaos in your life. And that's always usually a place that's peaceful. You have a question. What is it, Charity? Go ahead, hon. Brother-in-law, he couldn't stay to work too. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. You know, we were just, our thing was, oh, you back. Hey, Valerie Boo, told you I'd be here. Our thing was, what's up, gang? Our thing was that marriage gets such a, and not just marriage, because since we're going to speak on that now. Marriage and relationships get such a bad rap. Like, why? Oh, I have a great niece. Yes, I know Jesus and I know he loves me. Charity. We know that we are loved. We know that we are beautifully created. We know that we are special. We know that we are unique. We know. Thank you so much for reminding us, but we know. Oh, I have a great niece who is biracial. She lives in New York. And it's like you be so fearful for kids when it comes to certain things. And that's one of them, because, oh man, speaking of which, this is TikTok. Did you guys see the video that's going around? It's a Caucasian girl, and they're bullying one of the black classmates, calling her the N-word, and told her next time you try to kill yourself, make sure you do it all the way. Put the knife deeper. Baby, when I tell you, that pissed me off to high hell. And that's not even my child. Oh, it pissed me off. Mind you, these are grammar school kids. Look like 6th grade. People deaf. And you know what? Sons of Thunder. And there it is. Because here's the thing. Why are we going into a relationship? I don't know where that happened at, but it's going on. It's a video that I saw on TikTok. Yeah. And it was, they literally was bullying the little girl. And but here's the thing. The guy, I'm going to try to find it, because the guy said that school, like he listed the school name, phone number, everything. He said that school has had several complaints about that same thing, and it's like nobody's addressing it. And there was people on the TikTok that was saying, yeah, they reached out to the school, and the people had nerve to like either hang up on them, get real defensive, real nasty, didn't want to talk about it. I'm like, how? Because are we aware that it's a lot of kids that actually are successful in suicide because of their getting bullied? A lot of it because of the race. Like, man, everybody, they don't seem to care. They don't seem to care. So that's why when my kids start school, I make myself known. I'm there. I give out my phone number, my work number, my email. I'm going to let you know. I tell them I'm not that parent that's not active. Anything go on with my kids, I'm a phone call away. Whenever I need to be here, even when I don't, I'm doing pop-ins, I'm doing checkups, I'm in your email, I'm asking you questions. If I feel like my child's struggling, if I feel like something going on, baby, you're going to see me. You're going to see me. And I get it, sometimes because people always say, well, if you're dealing with, certain things, especially racism, they be like, well, people should just move, or why don't they take her out of that school? What the fuck does that solve? Excuse my language, poo-poo. But what does that solve? Taking her out of that school ain't gonna stop them from being racist. Them moving if you moving and you got a neighbor next door that's racist, it ain't gonna stop them from being racist to the next person that look like you that move in. People try to address the person that's being victimized, but they don't address the person that's doing it. Like our logic is so warped. Running away don't fix none, baby, because guess what? I'm like my dad used to tell me, if you got a problem with something, then you should be the one that makes some adjustments. If you got a problem with me, why do I got to adjust my lifestyle? Yes, racism is definitely learned. Like I always say, we live what we learn, right? I don't think nobody born racist. How? How you gonna be racist to something you don't even know what it is? You're taught that. Like this lady, and there was another lady, and this was on TikTok. This lady said she took her child to a classmate's birthday party. Mind you, they were invited. Keep this in mind, y'all. They were invited. A black mother and her child were invited to the birthday party of a white classmate. The lady said when she got there, not only did the other parents not greet her and look her up and down, the kids told her child, we can't play with you because you black. Black is disgusting. Baby, do y'all know I would have went the heck off? You want to lay down this way? I would have went off. Yes, at a birthday party. You going to invite, so basically, you going to invite me and my baby somewhere and you think you going to humiliate me? Oh, baby. Oh, they would have talked about me. Let me tell you something. I would have came out of bag at that moment, or I would have gave you exactly what you wanted. At that moment, oh, yes. Yo, yeah, because see, it's one thing for you to think you're going to play with me. But when it come to my kids, oh, baby, oh, that's a whole nother ball game. Or I get real ignorant. Because I can overlook what you do to me. But when it comes to her, yes, when it comes to her, to me, everybody's beautiful. And we should be able to respect each other as such. Like, we can have differences, and I should be able to respect those differences. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to do that to a child, and I told the mom, I said, now, if they doing that at a birthday party, I said, imagine what your child goes through at school. The lady said, you know what? I ain't even think about that. Yes. I said, imagine what your child goes through at school when you not there, if this is happening in your face. Baby, bye. Baby, bye. Oh, time I would have went off. I told that mother, I said, after I would have addressed the parents for being ignorant and the person for inviting me, because I feel like you invited me here so you could make me feel like crap. Oh, baby. They wouldn't have invited me nowhere else. Or I would have read them like a book. Sure would have. Sure would have. Oh yeah, you don't do that. You don't do that. And I tell people, the same person you treat like crap today might be the person that's have to save your life tomorrow. So you need to be very mindful of how you treat people. Like, we all on here on this app, we all in different states. That don't mean we not gonna ever come across each other. Couldn't stay in school. Wow. Oh no, not my creators. Oh no, we just talking about we got to talking about racism for a minute and kids and the stuff they deal with at school and how it pushes a lot of them to suicide from being bullied and stuff. Yeah, ain't no respect, and it's poison. Exactly. Here's the thing: I want my kids to know what it's like to live in a world that can love and accept you just for you. You feel me? Just for your perfect, authentic self. That you ain't got to pretend. You ain't got to fake it. You can be who and how you are and be loved just the same. That's what I want them to experience. You know? Because why do it have to be anything other? Why if you go to school and you don't have on the latest gym shoes or you don't have the newest phone or the latest technology, why do you have to be valued or viewed any less? You know what I'm saying? Like we yes. I love, man, look. I tell people all the time, I was in high school. They catch you when you're defending yourself, but not when they look. Come on, who said that? OJ, man, look. Here's the thing. You go through so much and you be calm and you try to keep it together and you want to be cool because you don't want to come off like the angry black person, or, ladies, we got to deal with so much because we don't want to be aggressive and we don't want people to think, we got an attitude or we nasty or we this or we that, right? But we can't talk to her because she just got a nasty attitude. People provoke you. They push you in the corner, but then when you come out swinging, you the bad guy. Make that make sense. That makes no sense. I got it, baby. That don't make sense. You can only push a person in the corner so long until they gonna come out swinging. What you expect? And I think people do stuff to get a rise out of you. They do stuff because they want to see how you gonna react. They want you. They want to get you out of character so they can sit back and say, see, told you they all angry. See, told you they all aggressive. You can't group people in a certain class, whether it's color, whether it's race, religion, sexuality. Everybody is not the same. We have some folk that look like me that's good and bad, and some folk that look like everybody else that's good and bad. It ain't no difference. Come on. Man, look, my daughter went through something like that in high school. She a sophomore in college now, but I remember having to go up to her school. Let me tell y'all why I had to go up to her school. They switched teachers. Now, this is Black History class. They switched teachers like almost, you had like 1 or 2 months left in the semester, and they switched teachers. So my daughter came home and she say, Mom, I feel like the teacher that they got in our class, I don't feel like they qualified to teach this class. And I said, okay. I said, well, what's the class? She said, Black History. I said, okay, who teaching it? She said, he ain't black. She said, and he makes statements like, well, I can't relate, or I don't know what that means, or I don't know what that is. She said, so how, if he can't relate and he not trying to understand, how he gonna teach us a class without being biased? I said, okay. So my daughter spoke out on that, right? She spoke out on that. So guess what? Homeschool our children. We definitely are the first teacher. So I went up to the school because that same teacher got to saying like little slick stuff, because my daughter is a member of the Pride community, right? So her hair was cut low. So that my daughter is a girl, but you would do little slick stuff like see her come out the girl's bathroom and ask her why she in the girl's bathroom. Because she's a fucking girl. What you mean? You feel me? I'm sorry, Pussy. This is why I do this when she ain't with me, because I know I got a potty mouth when I get heated. Right? So she would do little stuff like that. So at this point, you picking with my baby. She feeling some type of way. So she know her mama gonna stand 10 toes down. I go up to the school. I asked the lady, what's the problem? Right? I asked the lady, I handle this, sis. Oh, you better know. I asked the lady, what's the problem? You know what the lady told me? Well, she's not a bad student and she got good grades, but she could get more done if she focus on just that instead of trying to be an activist. This is what she said. Y'all, but this is what a black lady told me. This is what a black lady told me, not the teacher that she was having trouble with. This is what a fellow teacher of hers told me. She would get much more done if she just focused on that and quit trying to be an activist. When she said that, my daughter must notice a look on my face, because she stepped back, because she was like right beside me. She stepped back. I told her, I said, what the F does that mean? Focus on her schoolwork and not being an activist. I said, she can do both. I said, I teach my child to speak on what it is she believes in. And if she got a problem with something, when it comes to her studies and you ask her opinion about something, I said, don't ask her opinion if you're not ready to hear her answer. I said, no, if you focus more on activism instead of kissing somebody's ass, I said, you'd be further off. Baby, needless to say, she didn't go back to that school the next year. Because at that point, I felt like she had a problem with my daughter, like doing little slick stuff, saying little slick stuff. And I go to jail for mine. Like, I ain't got no problem. Like, not at all. Yeah, she was like, if she'll get more done if she focus on this and that. Baby, you kind of told her, who are you to tell somebody what to think and what to feel? I said, that's your problem now. You done been brainwashed. If you ask a student a question and they give you an answer, why you mad because they don't answer how you feel they should answer? Then it shouldn't be a question. You may not want to ask that question. That's just like me asking y'all a question and I already got my opinion, but then I get mad at y'all because y'all don't agree with me or y'all don't think like I think. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. It makes no sense. Like, come on. No. Mm-mm.
You pop in my feet.
Pop it right there. You can pop it right there on the floor.
No, you pop in my feet.
You know, like, it's just, I was like, no, we not doing this because I teach my children the same way my father taught me. And he said, you find your own truth. That way nobody can take it from you. That's it. You find your own truth. That way nobody can take it from you. And that's what I do. And that's what I teach my children. That's what I teach my children. That's too loud today. That's what I teach my children. Like, no, think for yourself. Be willing to think for yourself. Be willing to ask those questions. Be willing to have those uncomfortable conversations. You know, that's what I teach them. Yes, ma'am. Definitely. My daddy, he was a thinker. My mother, too. But my daddy was more of a, like, he taught me more of the street smarts and the way to move around in the streets. You know, they both was book smart, you know, on that front. But, you know, he taught me a lot of those things. Like, no, you know, do this, do that. You know, handle this way. Don't ever do this, da-da-da-da. If you got a problem with the way somebody do something, then you remove yourself from the situation. Don't sit back expecting other folks to change. You know, and that's it. But we definitely know definitely some good and that's how I like to approach life. Like, I respect you. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me. It's up to me whether or not I answer you, right? I can simply say, you know what, I'm not comfortable answering that question. I'm not going to ignore you. You know what I'm saying? I think that's rude. I can say, you know what, I'd rather not answer that. And we can still move on. That's it. We can still move on and continue with our conversation. Nobody has to be rude. Nobody got to get in their feelings, you know. But if I ask y'all a question and y'all answer me, what I'm getting mad for? Yeah. If you don't hear, you definitely gonna feel, right? And that's why, like I say, feelings ain't facts. Because we can feel and think and believe a lot of things, but that don't mean it's true. That does not mean it's true. Because as I said earlier, feelings change. Feelings change. First of all, we experience different feelings all throughout the day. 1 minute we up, 1 minute we down. We could be in a good mood and we could think about a loved one, and then we sad, right? We could be laughing. Next thing you know, we in tears. You know, emotions always up and down, especially, okay, the holidays coming up, right? We done all lost somebody. So the holidays, this time of the year, it's probably a very emotional time for a lot of us. You know, so we on here and we vibing and we having a good time, but that don't mean we not thinking about, man, Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? And this might be the first Thanksgiving without a loved one, without a close family member, without a friend, or in a new place. You know what I'm saying? Like, we think about stuff like that. Families break, man, what? The holidays is the roughest time if you don't have family. Because that's usually the time when family get together. Your Thanksgiving, your Christmases, your New Year's and stuff like that. That's when the family get together. Yes. It's no joke, because like I tell people, don't nobody want to be alone. You know? Raised by, look, I like how you said so unfortunately and fortunately. Yeah, because it was unfortunate, but fortunately it taught you what you need to know. You know how to survive. If nothing else, you know how to survive. And there it is. Because it's funny you said that, because somebody made a statement that people raised on love is different from people raised on survival. What y'all think about that? People raised on love is different from people raised on survival. Because I think I was raised on both. I had a loving mother and father my whole life until my father died 7 years ago. And that was my best friend. So, and I also knew how to survive. You feel me? So it's like, I think it's possible to have both. I don't think just because we learned how to survive early, I don't think that means we lack love. You know? Come on. I like that. Who is that? Diana. Come on. Surviving is love. I like that. Get your sheet of paper. Go get your paper and some marker. I like that, Diana. I like that. Let me take my phone with me. I'm just getting her markers. I like that. You want some paint?
No, but they say you paint.
You want some paint?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you some paint. You got to get the paper first. Yes, survival is love. Yes, it is. Man, I like that. I ain't even think about that. I love when people can throw some stuff out there that I ain't thought about. Y'all just don't know. I be loving these conversations. I'm sorry, I'm moving back and forth in my office because I'm giving my daughter some paint and some stuff to paint on. Okay, let me open up your paint for you. You excited? I know you excited, boo boo. Yes, I like that. I wasn't loved, but I got love for me. Well, guess what? I love you, Diana. I love anybody that take time out of their day to come on here and chill with me. I love you. Genuine. And I'm sending everybody hugs. I'm sending everybody hugs. Because like I said, I know the holidays coming up and it can be tough. And let me tell y'all something about the holidays. Family. Because y'all my family. We cousins. Let me tell y'all something about the holiday. Stop overdoing it. Stop going overboard. Stop going in debt to try to give your kids the world, because guess what? Kids are very simple. You can spend $300 on a toy and turn around and your child will be playing with a damn pen top somewhere. Or he'll be playing with a box. Or he'll be sitting inside an empty box. Don't y'all spend all that money on these toys that's going to get replaced every year, every time a birthday come, every time Christmas roll around again. You're going to be out with the old and in with the new. So you do what you can do. Don't feel bad if you can't do no more. Because it be the parents. It be us. It be us. You feel me? We want to do, and we got to be extra. We done seen this and we done seen that. And like I said, you know how many times I done bought something and I turned around and my kids was playing with a wrestling man that had an arm missing. And I be sitting back like, now, why did I just buy this? Because they don't care. Long as they got something, they not sweating all of that. And guess what? And if you are raising them to be materialistic, stop. Stop. Because guess what? It's going to be a time when you can't do what you usually do. So if you one of them where you got to buy every pair of Jordans, you got to have every new game, you got to have every iPhone, every iPad, every, new this, new that. Well, now they had that jacket 2 months, they need another one. Now they had them shoes 2 months, they need. I'm not telling you not to, give them a good life. But being a parent is more than just buying things. It's not about making sure they have what you didn't have. It's about teaching them what you never was taught when you should have been taught it. It's about teaching them those lessons you had to learn on your own or the hard way. It's about preparing them for a world and how to survive when you gone. It's about setting and establishing a solid foundation that they can build and grow from. That's what it's about. See what I'm saying? And that's what pissed me off. Like, when you got a good heart and you want to do everything, right? You want to give them this and give them that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what are you teaching them? Because, see, you should be teaching them. Look, guess what? I ain't knocking Dollar Tree. Because you know how many toys I done got out of Dollar Tree and Walgreens when they got that 3 for $10? Hello, somebody. I ain't too good for none of that. Hello? Show lane. I see it, baby. You did too much with that paint. You're going to have to get that off your hand. Or put that on another sheet of paper. Not on my rug. Put it on a sheet of paper. Yeah, turn your paper over. There you go. It is. We do too much as parents. As parents, because we feel like, guess what? We got to make up for the time where we miss an extracurricular activity. We got to make up for the time where we got to work and we can't be there. We got to make up for the time that we wasn't able to get them something. Yes, you teach life skills. Guess what? Teach them about finances. When they reach a certain age, teach them about the stock market. Teach them that when you go to school, everybody not fortunate enough to have what you have. So you don't treat folks no different just because they look different than you or dress different than you. Or if you go to school and you got $5 in your pocket, somebody might not have nothing. So teach them what it is to share and be humble. Teach them to value people and not value things. Teach them that they valuables don't determine their worth. That's what you teach them. Teach them that it's about the person wearing the clothes, not the clothes you wearing. Teach them that.
No, I want red.
You want red? Teach them that.
Look.
I see your hands. We're going to have to clean them, but here go red.
Daddy said, oh my God.
Yeah, your daddy would say, oh my God, if he saw you with all that paint.
That's important.
We have to teach them that. Like, we can't. That's right, absolutely. Yeah, we can't boo boo, you gonna have me getting paint on me. Wait a minute, wait a minute, cause now you got mommy with paint on me. Wait, let me use this scarf. I'm glad you find this exciting. Yeah, like we got to like teach them what's important. Let me get your smock, cause you painting. Wait, you ain't even got your smock on. Wait a minute. You know, we gotta teach them the right stuff. Oh, that was my daughter. That's my daughter. But yeah, she happy because she in this paint. Let me get her smock. Wait a minute, Humpercool, put this on. Put this on. I'll bring you a towel that you can dry your hands on. No. Put this on so you don't mess up your clothes. Or your arms. I got it. Put your other arm in. And let me get you a big towel out the bathroom. Don't worry about that. Let me get you a towel so you can wipe your hands on. Okay. When you finish, here go your towel. You can put your hands on that, okay? All right. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, like we gotta, the simple things are a blessing. Like it's, you know, that's what matters. And I'm so glad, like I never taught my kids to be materialistic. Like I can go in Walmart and find something. I can be in the mall and find something. I can be on Amazon and find something. It don't matter. Babies and TikTok, yeah, cause my baby, she usually is asleep, but I usually don't get on till later. But yeah, can I run? Ooh, I would not. They'll try to corrupt me, bro. You know what? I think they like people that they can make puppies out of, and I ain't that. I ain't that. What? You want another one?
I want purple.
You want purple? All right.
Mom.
I see. Don't worry about your smock. That can go in the washer. That's what it's for. It's for the paint, so you can have fun with that. There go your purple one. Don't worry about that. Mommy gonna throw it right in the washing machine. No, do your paper. I'm gonna throw it in the washing machine when you finish. But yeah, it's you know we. Take care of me. I always make sure Mama comes first because she never had to care of me. Come on now, that's a lot right there. No, your paper, and that's real right there. That's real. Do you know? Do you know if people thought like that? What color?
I want.
What you want? Which one? Here go the colors right here. You want your pink? Orange? Which one? Which one? I'm going to have to open it for you. You want both of them? How many you getting?
I get 2.
You got 2 already. Now you got 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, but that's to be respected. You know, I don't think parents get enough credit, period. Because I could talk about how mothers always get the short end of the stick. You know, anytime something go wrong or a child mess up, the first thing you hear, well, where was the mama? Because they don't even ask a lot of time when it comes to our communities. They don't really ask where the father, because they assume that he's not there. They just assume that he's absent, right? They assume that. Because I know some damn good fathers. I had one. So, the paper, Mila. No, give it here. Give it here. No. Because you're making a mess. No, you got to do it over there on the paper, or I'm going to take it. You know, it's come on.
No, I miss you.
You know, it's parents don't get enough credit. And I say that to say mothers and fathers, because people assume that all fathers are deadbeats, right? They assume. But just like you may have some that are, you got some mothers that are too. Nothing is one-sided. You got some deadbeat mothers and you got some deadbeat fathers. You got some absent mothers and you got some absent fathers. You got those that don't got their priorities straight. You got those that didn't want to be a parent. You got those that left the grandparents to raise the grandkids. You got those that's living their best life at the expense of their kids. You got those that don't even act like they got kids. I mean, it go both ways. It's mothers and fathers, you know. And like I say all the time, you can do everything right. You can raise your child the right way in the best environment, best home, teach them the best lessons, give them what they need emotionally, mentally, financially, spiritually, in every way, and they can still turn out to be the total opposite. And in instances like that, that ain't for you to blame yourself. You have to sit back. You have to sit back, wipe your hand on the towel. You have to sit back, rest assured that you did everything right. See, every mistake that they make ain't on you. Every mistake that they make ain't on you. If you did your part, hear me good. If you did your part. Y'all hear me? The operative word. If you did your part. If you made yourself available. And I don't mean available as in financially. If you made yourself available, meaning you were there, physically present. You taught the lessons. You instilled the values. You set the foundation. You taught them morals. You was there. And they turned out to be something else. That's on them. Because we all know we done some stuff that we was taught not to do. We done been sneaky. We done lied. We done some things we ain't had no business doing. We thought we was grown at a certain point. Could nobody tell us none. We had it all figured out. You don't know my life. These ain't the old days. You can't tell me. Nope. Boo, boo, boo. We been there. So the fact that we been there, we be foolish to think that our kids not gonna try some of the same stuff we did. The game don't change. The game don't change. So just like we done it, they gonna do it. But a lot of us, we got unrealistic expectations for our kids. We want them to be perfect when we wasn't. We want them not to make mistakes, but we made them. How we gonna hold them at a higher standard than we held ourselves? Why was it good enough for us? Thank you, game don't change. Why was it good enough for us, but it ain't good enough for them? And I get it. We don't want them to go through what we went through. We want to shield them from hurt. We don't want them to learn the lessons the hard way. But guess what? Experience is the best teacher. Now, I'm not telling you if you see them walking down the street and there's a big hole in the middle of the street, you just let them fall in it. No, I'm not saying that. But some stuff they got to learn on their own. When it comes to friends and family and stuff like that, associates and love and life, they got to learn that stuff on their own. You can't shield them from that. You can't shield them from that. And you just have to sit back and trust that the stuff you put in them will rise to the surface. Even if they fall off track, even if they go astray, you have to trust that they will find their way back around. Because guess what? We went off track. We found our way back around, right? Even if we did wrong, we still learned how to do right. We came back around and we did right. Come on, let me wash your hands. You're messing up my words. Go back.
Are you crazy, Mom?
Yeah. Okay, brief intermission, y'all. Take y'all 5 minutes. Grab y'all a drink or a snack or a smoke. Because when I come back, we was talking about how feelings ain't facts, right? When I come back, it's going to get real. We taking a 3-minute intermission. I even give you 5. I'm going to be back before y'all. Get you a drink or a smoke or whatever your vice is, whatever you do, get your vape or whatever. Because when I get back, we having some grown folk conversation. Y'all hear me? And it's going to be about relationships because I had a professor once that said, when it comes to relationships, men don't know how to women don't know when to let go and men don't know how to let go. That's what we talking about when I get back. So think about that. Women don't know when to let go. Wait, what did I say? Which one was it? Yeah, women don't know when to let go and men don't know how to let go. That's the topic when I get back. 3-minute break. Y'all think about that because I want some real conversation. We going to get deep. It's no holds barred. We going to get real. We going to talk about personal experiences. We going to talk about accountability. We talking about all that. 3 minutes. No. I got your look. Go ahead.
You go dances. And pee-pee. And pee-pee, Mom.
All right, I'm back, y'all. It's snowing. Sons of Thunder, it's snowing. I had to get me a drink, y'all. Look, I ain't no drinker, so I gotta drink the soft stuff. I had to give me some margarita, the margarita mix with the. Cause your girl ain't no drinker. I done been there, done that, and I ain't built for that no more. Say you son guy. So look, y'all, what I say. What do y'all think? Women don't know when to leave And men don't know how. We talking about relationship, right? Women don't know when to leave. Men don't know how. I agree with that. And I'm going to tell y'all why. As women, because I'm going to speak for me and I want some input from y'all. As women, we always trying to make something other than what it is, right? Like, even if we see the red flags, right? Even if we see that everything ain't right. Oh, come on, because that's where I was going. It's that emotion, because y'all know women, we work off emotion, right? So we see something in you. We always making excuses when men do some fuck shit. Y'all notice my daughter ain't right here. I had to get her situated because I know the words I'm using. Expletives I don't want her to hear. So even if they do us wrong, we trying to make an excuse. Here's the thing. Why are we justifying when somebody do us wrong? Why we make excuses when somebody treat us wrong or they disrespect us or they do us dirty? Why are we making excuses for them? Why are we thinking about their feelings when they damn sure wasn't thinking about ours? You know what I'm saying? Or we go into a situation knowing that it's nothing, right? But we try to make it something. You end up in them situationships trying to make something out of nothing, right? I look 16. Thank you. I'm 44. I'm 44. So we trying to make, we run into them problems when we trying to make permanent the stuff that was meant to be temporary, if that makes sense. Yes, I'm 44. So, I say, because like I said, we grown, so we finna talk, we grown. We got some people that we should have just fucked and kept it moving. We got some folk that should have been a one night stand, if anything, and we should have kept it moving. Thank you so much. He wouldn't be offended. Thank you so much. But we got some folks that we should have just did the do and went on through. But guess what? We didn't. It was good to us and we stayed. We started thinking, damn, maybe this could be something. Maybe this could turn into something. End up looking like boo-boo the fool down the line. Knowing we should have just kept it moving and went on through. But we didn't. That's what women, we're having it. And I'm telling y'all, I done been there. We'll have somebody sitting on, well, no, I ain't been in this particular episode, but we got people that might not be working to their full potential. We'll let a guy stay with us in our house who ain't even got no job, and we'll leave him our car while we go to work. When I tell y'all, women, we do some dumb shit. Now, one thing y'all know, even though that title say Mommionaire, I am not biased. Let me put a little disclaimer out there. Because people think when they see that name that I'm gonna dog the men. No, this ain't that. I love my sisters. I love my brothers. It's about balance in here. So I'm going to get on the men and I'm going to get on the women. I'm going to hold everybody accountable for their stuff. Yes. What I look like you getting up in the morning, and I done been there, y'all. I done done that. You done dropped me off at work and you had the car all day to do the fuck what? Like, when we sit back and think about some of the shit that we've done, some of the situations we've allowed ourselves to be in, some of the situations that we created. Hello, somebody, because I ain't by myself. Y'all don't have your girl out there like I've been the only goofy. No, I refuse to believe it. Y'all right there with me. We hand in hand. Feel me? Neck and neck. We right there. So we done some dumb stuff. Them baby boys, right? Right? Like goofball. And I'm straight goofball stuff. Young and dumb, thinking you got all the answers, thinking that somebody is better than nobody, right? That's that emotional attachment, don't want to be alone. And you know what? And for me, it ain't never been low self-esteem. It was just me. But you know what? What I'm trying to think, was it me attached or the person attached? Because sometimes, even when we get ready to end it, they'll pull us back in. That song, every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back. Like sometimes we be the foot out the door, then they want to break down and shed every tear like they flood Noah's Ark, and they want to tell you how they gonna change and they understand where they messed up and they gonna do better and just biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more. We hear all that shit, right? Everybody done found Jesus and they done came to realize what it is and they wicked ways and they gonna turn away and they gonna be better, right? And the moment your goofy self let them right back in, you may as well record them because the shit is on repeat. You could have just recorded them and sat back and press play because the same situations play out over and over again. So we definitely don't know when to leave. Because you know what a woman think? And I used to be this woman that used to think like that. Now I don't give a fuck. We feel like, I be damn, I build him up for the next person. I be damn, I make him better for the next chick to reap the benefits of my hard work. Do y'all realize how fucking stupid that sound? Do you realize how toxic that mentality is? Because if it ain't working, it's not working. This person is just not meant for you. You're just not the person for them. But you gonna hold on to them because you don't want them to be better for somebody else? Make that make sense. Because y'all do know that men go hard for what and who they want. Y'all do know that, right? So if he ain't going hard for you, you just might not be the one he want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we don't want him to get better for the next, because the reality is this. Just because you dated somebody that I might now be dating, that don't mean we dated the same person. Let me slow that down. Just because you dated somebody that I'm now dating does not mean we had the same person. People grow, people change, people get better, and people get worse. So you could have had somebody. Who? Why people date other friends? Exes, them ain't friends. Friends don't do that. What happened to the bro code and the girl? Who? SoundCloud? Okay, boo. I don't know about that. I don't play them games. First of all, I ain't even you with a friend of mine. I ain't even looking at you like that. I'm considering you sis or bro. I ain't even looking at you in that way. So I don't know why folk do that. I would say they never was a friend. I don't know, especially if it's recent. I don't know about that. People different. I'm just not built like that. I'm wired different. I'm big on loyalty. So big, I got it tattooed on me. I'm big on that. I don't play them games. But yeah, like people, like women, you may not have knew how to cook when you was with the last guy. But guess what? You may want to learn how to cook for your next guy. I mean, people change when they want to or when they had to. That's how I look at it. Because like I said, just because you dated somebody that I'm dating, it don't mean we date the same person. Because I don't need you come telling me nothing about how Tyrone was when he was with you. Bitch, I don't care. Because the Tyrone I got ain't nothing like that Tyrone you had. Maybe you was the reason why he was acting the fucking way he was acting. Shit, I don't know. Just like you, if you a dude, don't nobody need to come telling you how Sheila was when she was with them. Sheila ain't with them no more. So Sheila could be a totally different person. Sheila with you. Maybe you bring out the best in her and they brought out the stress in her. Hello, somebody. Because let's be real. Everybody don't bring out the best of us. Everybody don't hold us accountable. Everybody don't call us on our bullshit. Some people just go with the flow, let us do all kind of dumb shit, don't pull our coattail, don't correct us, they condone it. So if somebody's sitting back going along with everything you do, where's the growth? How you growing? Because in your mind, you ain't doing nothing wrong. So what you need to change for? What you need to grow for? You good. If someone's so accepting it, then I must be good. I'm just saying. Women don't know when to lead. Men don't know how. And let me say that about the men. I think when it comes to men, when they say they don't know how to lead, because guess what? If you know you ain't been right to this woman, or even if you've been right? If she kind of took you in and gave you a place to stay, helped you get on your feet, held you down when even your own family turned their back, defended you against your friends or whoever else. If she was good to you, a part of you probably feel bad that you feel like it's time to move on. But the reality is this. When it comes to relationships, whatever, they don't get it till it's over. Well, men and women alike, men and women alike. Because I done seen some bogus ass females too do some good ass men dirty. For real. So yeah, it go both ways. But the thing is, I feel like when it comes to relationship, marriage, friendship, family, whatever, sometimes we do outgrow people. If you done been with people for so long, they done been in your life for so long, things ain't gonna be the same. Oh yeah, bro, I'm not one-sided. Because guess what? My platform is we not bashing men, we not bashing women. We holding everybody accountable up in this piece. It go both ways. It's bisexual. It go both ways. You feel me? No offense. It go both ways. It just is what it is. Because anything that I can say against men, a man can turn around and say the same thing against a woman. Right or wrong. Ain't none of us perfect. We all do some fuck shit. It is what it is. You know? So, like I said, if a man had somebody that was good, that was holding them down, he probably feel guilty at the fact that he ain't feeling that person no more. But you do more harm when you stay. Look, I'm a firm believer in this. People, you shouldn't feel like you trapped. You shouldn't feel like you in no prison. If you with me and I'm no longer fulfilling those desires that you had, or if I'm no longer, if you outgrew me, whether it's relationship, friendship, career, whatever, if you feel like you outgrew me, baby, please move on. Because I don't need you sitting back giving me no attitude. I don't need you sitting back resenting me. Because if you resent me, you ain't going to treat me right no way. Hello? Just like if I resent you, I'm not going to treat you right no way. Let folk go. Move out the way for somebody else who they just might be what they want. That's it. To me, it's not hard. Ain't nobody shackled. We ain't in chains. Free will. If what you're doing is no longer serving you, if you can't repair it, then maybe it's time to move on. And I'm not one that ever tells a person, hey, leave your relationship, leave your job, leave your this. What I'm going to tell you is fix what you can fix. And if it can't be fixed, then that's the decision you got to make for yourself. Because nobody know what's best for you but you. Nobody really know what you go through but you. Because real talk, we only show people what we want them to see. How do you let go of somebody that won't go away? Shit. What you mean won't? Come on, sis, you got to get deeper. What you mean won't go away? Like you showing them signs, or you just blatantly coming out telling them? Which one? I need a little more info, sis. How? What you mean how he won't go away? You're going to have to help me with that one. Because how he won't go away? What you mean won't go away? Yeah, you got. I need a little input on that one. Cause what you mean by won't go away? Like you done told him and shown him, and he just won't go away. I don't like them kind of people. Them kind of people, I be looking at side eye. I don't trust them kind of people because you holding on too tight. Like I get it. Don't nobody want to be without the person that they feel they love, or the person that they feel like completes them or makes their life better. But if it's not reciprocated, and if a person don't want you, like you can't make nobody want you. You can't make nobody stay with you if they want to go. I'm just saying. Like you can't do. And here's the thing. Why would you even want to? If a person don't want you, do you really tell him what he wants to do? Oh, he disrespectful. Oh, he wanted him. Baby. He stay with you or you stay with him, sis? Cause now I need the meats and the potatoes. This the salad. I need the meat and the potatoes now. You stay with him or he stay with you? I'm finna try to help you out, sis. I'm finna try to help you out. Cause it definitely seemed like he playing on some emotions. See, I've been told, let me give y'all a disclaimer too. I've been told that I'm very cold. I've been told that I'm harsh. I've been told that I don't give a fuck. But people that really know me know that that's not true. Oh, he work at your job? Oh, y'all don't live together. Oh, well, sis, guess what? If y'all don't live together, is the nigga, do he got stalker tendencies? Like, is he just popping up like, ta-da, fancy meeting you here? Like, is he giving you stalker vibes? Like, on some serious shit? Like, is he giving you stalker vibes to where you feel like he might resort to some physical stuff? Is he one of them dudes? Oh, he is. Oh, hell no. Restraining order. Take it to the HR at the job, first and foremost. I don't give no fuck. Don't play. I don't play them games. You know how many women is missing or then got killed because niggas can't handle rejection? No, boo-boo. We not doing that. No. HR at the job, first and foremost. First of all, let me double back. Let me rewind. First, a conversation with him like, look, I have told you numerous times that I'm not feeling you, that there is nothing between us, right? Start off like that. Look, I have told you numerous times, for whatever reason, you're not getting the message. So if this continues, You are forcing my hand to first go to HR. Cause you're making me, at this point, you're making me uncomfortable. That's a simple situation. Grown folk conversation. I have told you several times, you not been there, done that. Goddamn, you went to HR, sis? Sis, you done went to HR? Cause now he making me, I don't like that. I don't like that. You done went to HR. Cause I understand, women, you don't want to get him in trouble. You don't want him to lose his job. He got kids, he got a family or whatever. He got to provide for. You don't want to jeopardize his livelihood. Okay, well, guess what? You had the conversations. Next step, if you want to double back one last time on the conversation, like, look, I've talked to you about this numerous times. My next step is HR if you don't leave me alone. And if after you say that, the next day he come with the same BS, HR it is. Because, see, I'm a firm believer on being honest. I like to tell you what it is so if you continue this fuck shit, my next step is this. I ain't hitting you off guard because you already told me. I like to be direct. I'm real up close and personal. I like to be direct with folk. If this continues, I'm going to HR because you're making me real uncomfortable. And after you go to HR and he continue that mess, now the next stop, restraining order. We work at the same job. This motherfucker doing too much. If he calling you and texting you, save the call logs, save the text thread. Because you're going to need them. That's how you make your case. See, it's too many people that take stuff like this lightly. And I don't take stuff like this lightly. To me, this ain't a joke. This nothing to be taken lightly. This nothing to be taken lightly. Because like I said, too many people, you feel me? Like, hey, good viber, hey, from Louisiana. Like, see, that's me, sis. Because, see, first thing I'm thinking is, man, I got brothers. You feel me? Like, nigga, if you, what? My brothers will have to roll up on you. Like, why you making my sister uncomfortable? Like, what's the problem? Because, see, sometimes they won't respect a woman, but they'll respect it coming from a man. People are scared. See what I'm saying? And if you feel in that way that you rather get another job and move, that lets me know that he giving you some straight creep vibes. It's more than just stalker. You have a belief that it could get physical with this guy. And that's scary because why should you have to uproot your life for a motherfucking weirdo? And I still would go to HR. But I get what you're saying. See, you don't want to go to HR because you feel like it's going to set him off. So I understand that. Do y'all work in the same department? Like, can you be transferred to a different building or a different, do y'all got multiple facilities? Can you work at a different office? Like, can you work in a different department where you may not have to see him? Is that possible? Yeah, I don't. People, and I don't. Let me tell you something. My father always told me you don't put nothing past people because the one thing you say they won't do will be the first thing they will do. I don't put nothing past people. Nobody. No, especially in situations like that. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't like that. Like, I don't, because here's the thing. I'm not saying we should be careless in life, but we should be able to live life, right? Like, you shouldn't be leaving to work. People got to walk you to your car or you looking over your shoulders, want to see if the nigga in the parking lot or if he, God forbid, like show up at your crib. Like, no, that ain't no way to live. No, but man, look, sis, like I said, I think you need a record. It need to be on record somewhere because you don't know how this going to play out. And I'm not trying to scare you. I want you to be alert. I want you to be on guard and I want you to be on point. You got family, you got brothers, uncles, whatever. You need to let somebody know, take a picture of this nigga, let them know what he look like. If you see this nigga by my house, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody needs to know what's going on. Because God forbid, you may have to get to the point where you might have to defend yourself. Shit might get physical. You might have to put one in his ass. At least you got record. I'm just saying, you got to protect yourself. Somebody need to know. Best friend, mama, daddy, brothers, cousin, whoever you trust. Whoever you trust, you gotta let somebody know what's going on. And if you ain't got no conceal and carry, if you don't know how to use no motherfucking pistol, go take you some classes and get you one and get your license so you can be baby. Cause you notice, I ain't tell you go take no self-defense class. You notice I ain't tell you that. My go-to was get you a motherfucking pistol. That was my go-to. If you don't know how to use now, go to a gun range, take you some classes. Yeah. I ain't finna tell you go take no taekwondo and no. I'm gonna tell you if you don't know how to aim and shoot, learn how to. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Them things. You feel me? Baby, bye. Ain't nobody got time to be out here playing with folk. No. Life too short and we don't get but one. So you supposed to be on alert and can't enjoy life because a nigga don't know how to accept rejection. And let's talk about that. Why is that? Y'all notice how lately so many women getting abducted and killed and raped from niggas that don't know what no mean? Like for real. And one guy was on here. See, TikTok, I be coming across some cool stuff. One guy, it was a gay guy that did a video. He said, it's crazy how men be more concerned with their sons being gay. They too busy pushing the anti-gay agenda where they don't teach their sons about dealing with women and rejection. They don't teach their sons how no mean no. They don't teach your sons how if she don't want you, move the fuck around. They don't teach their sons how you can't force nobody to be with you. He said that. He said it's too many fathers nowadays pushing the anti-gay agenda. That's their only concern. Oh, I don't want my son to be gay. I don't want my son anything but gay, right? They pushing that agenda where you ain't teaching them how to deal with rejection. This is how a lot of people come up missing. A lot. Now make that make sense. And I sat there, I listened to that, and I was like, wow, that's deep. That's deep. He was spitting straight facts. You too busy making sure they ain't this way, that way. Well, you ain't even teaching them what it is to be a man. You not teaching him that, guess what, son? Everybody that you desire, you don't deserve. Everybody that you want, you're not going to get. Every time when you think you deserve a yes, you just might get a no. What you going to do? You're not teaching them that she has a right to her opinion. She has a right to tell you no. She has a right to not deal with you. Hey, the conversation, well, right now we just talking about relationships, how women don't know when to let go and men don't know how to let go. And then we got into talking about how men, a lot of men, yeah, toxic relationship. Yes, that sums it up. Because you can't, the thing is this, male or female, we can't make nobody want us. If a person done told you, you know, thanks, I'm flattered, but I'm just not interested. You know, you ain't got to be disrespectful. You know how many times I done got called a bitch because I told a guy, he may have said, oh, you are so beautiful. Thank you. Oh, my God, I love your eyes. Thank you. Can I give you my number? Well, no, thank you. Well, can I get your number? No, thanks. Oh, you one of them. Oh, you a stuck up bitch. You one of them. Why I got to be that? Why I got to be that? Why it just couldn't be, okay, sister, you know, I understand. Why did I have to be anything less than who I was? Why did I have to be called out my name? Why I got to be stuck up because I don't want to entertain you? And I said, he's like, oh, so you too good? So when he said that, I said, no. I said, I'm not taking your number because I'm not going to use it. So I don't believe in wasting people's time. Like, you want me to take your number and not use it, or you rather me tell you I'm not interested? Which one? Because I thought I was doing it the right way, saying, you know, no, thank you, I'm not interested. So you want me to take your number and then throw it away? That don't make sense. I'm not that person. I'm very direct. The man, I got called everything but a child of God. You ain't all that anyway. Well, I was enough for you to come step my way. I laugh at stuff like that because it's really sad. But that's really the way people think. For real. Oh, they definitely haven't. Oh, it's a lot of, and it shows. Number one, it shows in their conversation. Try to hold the conversation. Let me tell you something, because we all know attraction is what catches our eye, right? We see something we like, it looks good to us. We start thinking it's that attraction that catches our eye. But have a conversation. Exactly. Have a conversation with them. Because I tell people all the time that physical attraction is what catches your eye, but it's that mutual connection that keeps you there. You got to be able to talk about something. What we talking about? We finna talk about rap music all day? We finna talk about how you on the block hustling? Like I said, I'm 44 years old. Well, what we talking about? I don't have time for meaningless anything. Meaningless conversation, meaningless associates, meaningless relationship. Like, I don't got time for it. And guess what? You shouldn't either. None of us. We ain't got to entertain that. Oh, definitely second child. Yeah. If they never had a childhood, you feel me? Had to be too responsible at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Maybe was doing stuff around the house because mama was at work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe had to look out for the siblings. You know, maybe had to turn to the block and hustle to help your mama or daddy pay bills. So you really didn't have no childhood. And yeah, when you become an adult, you trying to get back everything you lost. And that's that mindset. That's why I say all the time, it's so many adults out here with they still broken. Because guess what? They ain't never healed. And guess how you heal? People don't understand that it's okay to tell your parents or your siblings or your grandparents or your aunts or your uncles, it's okay to tell them, you know what? I don't like when you say such and such. I don't like when you do such and such. I don't like your energy. Your energy is very draining. I feel like you're a very negative person. And when I'm around you, it just feels toxic. Why we can't? So people supposed to be able to tell you about your life, but you can't tell them about theirs? Because they'll line up to tell you, I can't stand when they say I'm this way. Oh, baby. Oh, almost, sis. Don't make me throw this water bottle. Because you know what that is? That's an excuse. Because guess what? We all got a childhood, right? That's an excuse. And I don't like when people say, well, that's just the way I am. Because when you say those two things, I'm like this because of my childhood, or that's just the way I am, that means you're refusing to grow. You're refusing to grow. You're actually stunting your own growth. Yes, it's an excuse. We are responsible to change. Yes. I can't stand that. Ain't no that's just how. Because guess what? Okay, we grew up. We may have seen people on drugs. We may have seen alcoholics. We may have seen drug dealers, gang bangers. We may have seen people with gambling addictions. Do that mean because I grew up around that, I got to demonstrate that in my own life? No. But it could easily be an excuse though, right? I don't do excuses, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all now, if you ever come on my live and I feel like you giving me an excuse, you know what I'm going to tell you? Like I told somebody the other night, people that want to be happy are. I'm going to let y'all think about that. People who want to be happy are. My father said that to me once and I questioned him. I was like, but people go through stuff, Daddy. He was like, oh, I'm not saying people don't go through stuff. He said, what I'm saying is people that want to be happy are. So I asked him to elaborate. You know what he said? I'm going to give y'all the word. I'm going to break this down for y'all. This is what he meant. And he explained it to me because I was like, I ain't buying that. He said, because if you want to be happy, do you focus on the shit that make you miserable? No. If you want to be happy, do you keep reflecting back on the stuff that hurt you? Nope. If you want to be happy, do you keep allowing people to disrespect and mistreat you? Nope. So that means when we genuinely want to be happy, we are. We let go of everything and everyone that brings us anything other than that happiness. We disassociate ourselves from anything that holds us back. Hey, Shelly Boo. Yes, he was very wise. Very wise. We get rid of that stuff. Because if we trying to be happy and we trying to be peaceful and we trying to live a good life, look, we out here living my best life. Ain't going back and forth. If we like that, right? And we trying to vibe and we want to be all smiles and sunshine and rainbows. You think we finna entertain people that we know coming with drama? And let's just be real. When I just said that we know coming with drama, I bet you somebody popped in y'all mind. I don't care if it's a parent, a sibling, grandmama and them, folk at the church, folks on the job, childhood friend, somebody you grew up with, you was playing the sandbox with. I don't care. Stop answering their calls. Don't respond to their texts. I don't care if you got to block their number. When they invite you to stuff, you ain't got to go. And when they say, why you ain't come, you ain't even got to lie. Because I ain't want to. Because y'all kill my vibe. Because the direction I'm headed is different than what y'all doing. I got no time to entertain that foolishness no more. Because we all entertained it. We all sat, we either listened to something that we shouldn't have listened to. We was around some gossip. We carried some gossip. We maintained some gossip. We all been there. Throughout our life, at some point, we all been there. But guess what? Just because we been there don't mean we got to stay there. Because see, how we used to be and what we used to do is not who we are now. So you think we're going to let somebody keep reminding us of what we used to do and how we used to be? They can stay over there because we right here now. See, this how we are right now, right here and now. So what we used to do and how we used to be, that's irrelevant. That don't matter. That don't mean nothing. Definitely can't blame. No, definitely can't. Because you have the power to change. If you grew up in an abusive household, you have a choice to either abuse the person you with or not. If you grew up in a household surrounded by drug addicts and alcoholics, you have a choice to either get high or get drunk. Right or wrong. Just because, see, people don't focus on the next. See, they like that. So like if you grew up in church, you have the power to decide whether or not you're going to keep going to church or whether you ain't. So everything else that's negative is just the same as anything that's positive. You have the choice to decide whether it's going to continue or whether you're going to leave it right there. Right. I feel like life is about choices, right? I'm one of them people. Yes, hold yourself accountable, boo. And it's okay. We all done it. Because guess what? It's so easy to blame our childhood. It's so easy to blame the stuff we was taught. It's so easy to blame our environment. But guess what? At the end of the day, the only person that control your life is you. Thank you. I grew up around gangs. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around a whole lot. Like I said, I'm from Chicago. I done seen a lot, been around a lot, grew up around a lot. But guess what? That ain't never been me. It's never been my story. First of all, I have 2 sons and a nephew that I raised. And I'm so thankful they never fell to the street. They never been involved in none of that. And they living some damn good lives. My oldest nephew who I raised is married. My son, I'm from Chicago too. Yes, my oldest son is married with 2 kids. My youngest son is doing damn good, supervisor on his job. They've been promoted 2 or 3 times this year. My daughter, a sophomore in college, and I got my baby girl. I put in them the right stuff. You feel me? I put in them the right stuff. So whatever they choose to do, my son told me one day, Mama, whatever we choose to do in life, it ain't on you. If we choose to go out here and do some stupid stuff, that's on us because you taught us the right way. Baby, that's all I needed to hear. That's it. Was I perfect? No. Did I make some mistakes? Yep. But when they seen me fall, they seen me pick myself back up. They seen me make mistakes and they seen me correct them. See, I taught them, I didn't try to be perfect for my kids because perfection don't exist. We have to show them the real, raw truth because the world would chew them up and spit them out. So we can't have them out here living on an illusion. No, my kids saw the real. They know what it is. They know their mama got some struggle in her. They know she got some street in her. They know she got some hustle in her and some church and everything else. I'm a little bit of everything. Down south and up north. I'm just a little bit of everything. I know how to make some stuff happen. I know how to get what it is I need to get. It's it, that's all. Oh, Inglewood. Yeah. You grew up in Inglewood, yeah. And I grew up on the west side, from the Austin area to North Lundale to Garfield Park. Yeah, go ahead. Garfield Park, Lundale, Austin, all that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, it's just like I said, what's wrong with us coming on here, chopping it up, vibing together, having some real conversation? Because guess what? We don't never know what people going through. We never know what people going through. Sometimes hey, Mika Boo, how you doing, honey? You know, we never know what somebody going through. So what's wrong with being kind? What's wrong with just talking? You know, we might can give a person some perspective on handling a situation that they might be in. We never know unless we ask. You know, that's why when I'm on here, anytime I'm on live, my floor is open. People got questions. They got concerns. They need some advice on how to handle some things. They dealing with some issues. I'm going to tell you the best way I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? And Mika on here that's dropping the pink heart, she know me personally for many years. She knows me personally. And me and her done had some deep conversations about life and love and parenting and relationships and the whole nine. She know me personally. And I think the same me that I am on here is the same me that I've been my whole life. Cut it down, boo-boo. You know, yes, you can say, yes. Think about the people that struggle that ain't got nobody to talk to, right? Because like it may be times where you might be on TikTok or Facebook, right? And you may have seen somebody that looked like they was pouring out their heart, right? And you may have wondered, man, why did they choose social media to come and air out their dirty laundry? It's not that. We got to get out that mindset. Maybe they needed to get that off their chest because it was eating them up and they ain't had nobody else to talk to. Oh, you so welcome, Tony. You know, Tanisa, Tony, I don't want to get it wrong. You know, Tony's, yeah. We can't be quick to judge because everybody, you know, fighting their own battle. Everybody. Oh, you said a word right there. You said a word. Guess what? I had to learn that too. Learn to listen to understand and not listen to a response because guess what? Not everything even, hey Dory, not everything requires a response. Here's the thing. Sometimes people just talking to you, they don't need you to fix nothing. They just need you to listen. Might get down. Or you gonna be downstairs. All right. Yeah, you got we came and we always want to fix something, right? We want to fix it. We want everybody to be okay. But sometimes a person don't need you to try to fix nothing. Sometimes they don't need no advice. Sometimes they just need somebody to listen. They need to just get it off their chest because it's eating them up and they feel like it's about to spill over or it's pushing them to the edge. They don't want to snap. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do nothing that they can't take back. So they might go to Facebook and type a page long status because they just need an ear. But we shouldn't judge. So I hate when people be all in the comments. Well, if you ain't want nobody's opinion, then you shouldn't have put it out there. Shut up. Shut up. Maybe they put it out there because they need somebody to talk to. That don't mean they want you and all your criticism. No, why we do that? Like, man. Yes. You know, people don't always need that. You got a question for me, Meek? I see you put my name out there. You got a question for me, sis? You know, people don't, you know, we just don't always, we got to learn that. You know, our way of thinking, sometimes we got to shift our way of thinking. And when we do that, and there it is. See, there it is. You need to vent with no judgment. That's why I tell people sometimes, if you just got something you need to get off your chest, if you got to put a status on social media, block your comments. Because if you're trying to stay away from negativity, the last thing you need to see is negative comments. So after you put that status you need to put, guess what? Go back and block them comments where folks can't even comment. You can get it off your chest. You said what you need to say. It's out there. You can woo-saw. You can take a deep breath and you can move on from it. You left it right there. You can move on from it. You don't even need to allow nobody to be able to comment. Thinking. Exactly. Walk away. That you know. Now, because guess what? Because here's the thing. If they need your help, or if they want it, they'll ask for it. You know what I'm saying? They'll ask for it. They may come to you and say, you know what, Katrina, what you think about this? Or I got this situation. Tell me what you think I should do. How should I handle this? You know, you'll ask me. So I'm just not out here just willy-nilly just telling you, girl, you know, and I'm not judgmental. Because like I tell people, I ain't perfect. I was a teenage mother. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, I was a teenage mother. I've been married and divorced. This is my second marriage. I had kids outside of wedlock. You name it. I did whatever. I ain't got no shame. I ain't got no embarrassment. When you see me, I'm going to strut in my stilettos or my pumps with my head held high with my chip tooth showing. And I'm going to smile and I'm going to feel just as good. Can't nobody make me feel no type of way. Can't nobody hold my past against me. Can't nobody use it against me. Because guess what? I'm an open book. I ain't got nothing to hide. I done made mistakes in life. I done good. I done bad. I done said things I shouldn't have said. I can't take them back. I apologize when I'm wrong. And I keep it moving. That's it. That's it. So I ain't in no position. I'm not finna sit back here and try to judge nobody. But what I look like judging you for something that I done. And here's another thing what we got to stop doing. Just let me tell you something. Just because I just put my dirty laundry out there, or just because you know somebody else dirty laundry, you don't get to sit back and judge them, especially if you doing the same thing, but your shit ain't caught you yet. If you robbed the bank with Tyrone and Tyrone went to jail, you not in a position to sit back and talk about Tyrone because he got caught, because your ass was with him. Or you was doing the same thing he was doing, but you didn't get caught. That don't make you no better. That just means your stuff ain't caught you yet. Be mindful. Don't be quick to speak on or against folks when you doing the same thing. Always been genuine, even if somebody tried to tell me, man, sis, look, I already know that's the story of my life. You know how many people, look, like I said, story of my life. You know how when I can try to help people and I turn around and get the, oh, she thinks she know everything. Oh, she thinks she always right. Oh, she always trying to be peaceful. What you see is what you get. It's not about me thinking any of those things, but if I have genuine love for you and I care about you, I'm going to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. You might be mad with me today, but we'll talk tomorrow. You might cuss me out under your breath, but you're going to realize that guess what? She actually cares about me. She actually wants the best for me. I don't got no ill will toward nobody. Thank you. Like, why? Why we got to change? And I want to be around women that's uplifting other women. Why we can't get together and have a women's retreat? Why we can't get together and plan a trip? Why do it always got to be me sitting back with my nose turned up? Look at her. She thinks she all that. She this, she that. I can't stand that. I can't stand, because here's the thing. How you know what somebody think? How you know she think that? How you know she feel like that? Obviously, it's what you feel. You feeling less than and you projecting that onto somebody else. That's all it is. When somebody trying to attack you and they trying to manipulate you and they trying to degrade you and minimize what you got going on, baby, that's everything they lack within themselves. Oh yeah, they definitely. But guess what? I talk too much for somebody to try to silence me. And that says me too. Look, here's the thing. I will greet you, but I don't sit down and hold conversation with everybody. I can't. Because one thing about me, and my grandmothers used to always say, I have gift of vision. Like I can read, like I can feel a vibe. Like if you rub me wrong, like I got to move around. I can't even, because I don't want nobody thinking if you messy and I'm sitting with you, guess what? They going to think that's not one but two messy people. I don't need nobody confusing me for none of that. I want people to know I want the genuine part of me, the authenticity, my positive vibes, my love, my humbleness, my spirit. I want that to project to people. I want that to radiate like the sun. I want to enter any room and people smile. I don't want them to smile when I'm leaving. I want them to smile when I'm in there. I want them to leave feeling better once they was in my presence than they did before they was in my presence. You feel me? That's what I want. That's what I want my life to be about. That's what I want to leave behind. You know what? Sis was good. Sis was there. She had a heart for people. She believed in people. She wanted the best for people. That's what I want. Grandfather always told you don't smile in everybody's face, because, man, right? Yes. Because funny how? Like a clown, so I'm a clown now? Nope. And then the thing is this. We can't be friends with everybody, because guess what? Everybody don't even deserve access to you. So you just out here anybody welcome in your circle? So folks ain't even got to prove themselves. You just, hey friend, hey sis, hey. No, stop that. People use that friend word too loosely, because what is a friend? Like for real. What does that mean to y'all? Because I want to know. What is a friend? When you use the word friend, or when you consider somebody a friend, what does that mean to you? Because everybody had different definitions. Everybody had different definitions. So I want to know what it means to y'all. Okay. Got your back unconditionally. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good start. Don't stand in that chair. Sit. Yes. Okay. The live is a real. Thank you, boo. Like, this us. This what we do. Anytime I'm on here, like I said, we could laugh and joke. You know, we throw some jokes in there. You know what I'm saying? But we get to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like because I'm trying to help somebody deal with some stuff they might got going on, or y'all might be helping me deal with some stuff I might got going on. You know, we here to, be that bridge for each other. So my definition of a friend, this is what it means to me. And it's short and simple, but it's deep. A friend for me is somebody I can trust with my life. Not just physically. That means I can trust you with my life, my children, my finances, my vehicle, my husband, anything I got, I can trust you with. I know you want the best for me. I know you're not going to lead me astray. I know you ain't got no problem correcting me when I'm wrong. I know if something happened, you got my back just like I got yours. I know you're not going to sit by and let nobody diss me when I'm not around. You ain't going to even entertain it. I know you're going to put them in their place. You're going to be just as loyal to me as I am to you. That's a friend. Truthful. Look, yes. Keep it 100 with me. Like, here's the thing. I'd rather you hurt me with the truth than comfort me with a lie. Oh, yeah. Mika, even if you ain't that same type. Yes. When you hang, come on. You and I done ran in the same circles. We know. Come on now. If you get judged. And we done it. Let's be real. We done it. We done prejudge the person, misjudge the person, prejudge by what we saw, misjudge from what we heard. We done it. And then we got to know a person. I had to do that once. I had prejudged the person off some stuff I had heard, and I got to know a person, and I had to double back and say, you know what? On some real stuff, you low-key cool, and I apologize, because they didn't even know. But see, I'm a woman before I'm anything, so I had to let them know, man, I'm so glad I got to know you, because if I'd have sat out here and listened to everything that I was told, you know what I'm saying? I could have missed out on a good connection. Like, you good people. I ain't had no problem saying it. I wish more people could be more honest. Because why can't we right our wrongs? Why we can't say, you know what, I was wrong, I apologize? Why we can't say that? Why we can't say I misjudged you? Why we can't say, you know what, I thought you had a bad attitude till I got to know you? Why we can't say, you know what, I used to think you was stuck up, but then I got to know you cool? Well, why we can't say that? Like, we grown, right? But then again, everybody grown till it's time to have a real conversation. I say that too. Everybody grown till it's time to have a real conversation. But the greatest distance between two people is miscommunication. I'm going to say that again. And I wasn't even trying to drop bars, but I just realized it rhymed. You feel me? I wasn't even trying to spit. Everybody grown till it's time to have a conversation. But the greatest distance between two people is miscommunication. That's them bars, y'all. Write that down. I just dropped some gems, poetry snaps. When I drop gems, I'm giving poetry snaps. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving poetry snaps. I'm in here flowing. I ain't even got I do got a mic in front of me, but I ain't on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. We not that I'm dropping gems and I ain't even know it. Didn't even know it. So I'm gonna say that again for the people who didn't hear me. Everybody grown till it's time to have a real conversation. But the greatest distance between two people is miscommunication. Boom! Look, if I had a mic in my hand, boom, I would have dropped it. I would have just dropped that mic right then and there. No, you start over there and sit down quietly, or you're gonna be downstairs. What's the rule? You already know. Thank you. She done found her way back up here.
I didn't know you go my room.
Okay. Yeah, we gon'. I don't know why I got everybody coming in here wanting to preach tonight, but I just blocked them. He wasn't finna throw us off. We know. We know. Even if we not religious, we know. You know what I'm saying? Even if we believe differently and practice different, we know. So, yeah, bars, right? I wasn't even trying to go there, but I went there. You know what I'm saying? Dropping jewels on him. I'm gonna have to y'all gonna mess around. I'm gonna be the made a song. Better yet, I'm gonna make that a sound on here. Y'all hear me when I'm telling you. When I finish this live, I'm gonna say those exact words, because guess what? People need to hear them. I'm writing them down so I don't forget them. Now, look, I ain't even trying to be Shelly. I ain't even trying to be. But I'm definitely finna jot this down, because I don't want to forget. And that was a straight gem right there. Look, so don't mind me, I'm writing, y'all. Okay, I got that. Y'all got any questions? What else on y'all mind? Do y'all think y'all got, if you was to look at your life right now, do you think you got any unhealthy connections? You think you got any unhealthy connections that you need to reevaluate? Any unhealthy connections y'all feel like y'all need to reevaluate? Any unhealthy habits you feel like you need to get rid of? TikTok. Okay, well, if TikTok is unhealthy, you probably shouldn't be on it. If you feel like it's unhealthy for you, you might want to delete the app. That way you won't have access to it. Disconnecting as we speak. Okay. Well, that mean you recognize it and you acting on it. Cause guess what? Nothing changes unless we change it. Right? Nothing changes unless we change it. We give folk too many opportunity to show us what they already showed us multiple times. We give them too many opportunities to take our kindness for weakness. We give them too many opportunities to show us that they really could care less. So we got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing that. When people show you what it is, respect it and move accordingly. That's it. We ain't forcing none. We ain't begging for none. We ain't forcing us. No. We ain't forcing it. We ain't begging. It's simple. You don't want to be around me? Don't. You don't want to talk to me? Don't. It's simple. When I tell y'all life is very simple and us people make it hard, it's very simple. If you don't like a person, you should have no access to them and they shouldn't have no access to you. You shouldn't even care about what's going on in their life. You shouldn't be stalking their social media pages. They shouldn't even be a friend on your social media. And if you see them on your thread one day, boop, 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 go down the list, block, because I don't care what you got going on. You shouldn't care what I got going on, because we don't even rock like that. Because guess what? You gotta be mindful of what you allow into your mental. Because we know some people just messy. We know some people just full of drama. So everything they post or do is going to be messy or full of drama. Because that's just who and how they are. That's it. So when I'm tired of seeing it, block. You know how many people I block? But let y'all know what though? I'm petty though. Y'all know I block folks that couldn't spell. I know y'all. And I know that might not be right. But they was giving me a headache trying to read what the fuck they was talking about. Like, for real. First of all, I love English. English was always my favorite subject. I love English. I love reading. I love writing. I love spelling. So, like, you definitely, you got to remove the negative energy. You definitely have to. And guess what? Anybody can get it. Cut. Anybody can get it. If I'm being negative to you and I consider you a sister or a friend, I expect you, before you cut me off, I expect you to come to me and say, you know what, sis? Like, your vibe been off lately. You been real negative. That ain't even you. Like, what's going on? Come to me. Give me an opportunity to rectify what it is I got going on. Because guess what? You might have caught me on an off day. But if I'm like that all the time, no, don't tell me shit. Just cut me off. If every time you see me, I'm complaining about everything, I'm never appreciative for anything, I always got problems and no solutions, I'm always gossiping, I'm always messy, I'm always coming with the he say, she say drunk, baby, cut me off and leave me right where I'm standing. Because I wouldn't want to be around me either. Because I don't expect any more than I give. I tell people that all the time. I don't expect any more than I give. If I give you honesty and loyalty and respect and this and that, I expect the same thing. But if I'm bringing you negativity and drama and toxic and petty, I expect that you're going to give me the same every time. Because that's what I deserve. I don't deserve no more than that. And that's what we as people got to understand. If I can't give that of myself, why would I expect that of you? Oh, no, I do the same thing. I do the same thing. When I'm cause especially if I'm typing and I got so much that I'm trying to say, like I'll be like K instead of okay. That people can't stand that. Or I'll be like, for you, I just put a U, or you, I just put you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time to be doing all that. And sometimes it's just better to just pick up the phone and call you and say what I got to say and be done. But yeah, I know I get on people's nerves with that too. But it's like, we grown. You know what I'm saying? You know? But it is people that really make an issue out of it. You know what else people make an issue out of? Because we talking about grown folk, right? Why do people get mad if you got a status up and 10 people loved your status? If I like your status, do that mean I'm hating on you? Because I thought it just meant I like it instead of loving it. That's what my simple self thought until I ended up on the live where people was going off. If you see everybody love a status, why would you go on and like it? I said, well, maybe because that person like it. Nah, people that do that, they just low-key hating. I said, wait, we talking about social media, right? They was like, yeah. I was like, oh, people get, y'all two in y'all feelings. I said, because I'm that person. You could put something up and just because everybody love it, this ain't follow the leader. If I read it and I feel like this is a nice status, I might like it. If I read it and I can relate to it and I've gone through it, I love it because it resonates. So I didn't know I had to go on your status and love something just because everybody else loved it. I ain't know this was follow the leader because I don't do that. Because if that's how everybody feel, I know a lot of people hate me. Because I go on your status real quick. And if you put something up and I like it, I like it. But like I said, if it resonates, I've been through it, it's personal for me, I'ma love it. Because I can relate. I guess I don't know social media etiquette or something. I ain't know it was no rule book to what we supposed to like and love. I ain't know that, so. Thank you. Thank you, because them same people that's getting mad at me for liking something don't know the difference between there and there, two and two, here and here, right? Where and where. Come on now. Like, you trying to correct me on a like and you couldn't even use the right context of a word? You got to be kidding. You got to be kidding me. But I know they be mad. I know they be mad at me, but I did not know that was a thing. Like I said, if I hadn't stumbled on, Shelly, I'm for real. Like, if I had not stumbled on no live when people was talking about that, I thank you when it hit home. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I can resonate, when it resonate with me and I can relate to it, yes, I love this. Boop, boop. If it's a decent post and I like it, okay, they talking about something, click. Well, hell, just block me then, because I ain't never finna be up here just loving and what folks love. No. But I'm like I said, I guess I need a social media etiquette class because I'm failing horribly. I am failing horribly. You hear me? I'm failing horribly. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But what else we talking about? Yeah, just scroll past, like, they folks be in their feelings. You hear me? They be in their feelings, sis, but guess what? This ain't that. This ain't that. I'm like, I be telling people, I say, I'm very humble. I try to be positive, but guess what? Sometimes people just try you and you just have to remind them that that part of you is still there. Because people will try you. Like I always say, some folks just won't let you be great. They just won't. But what we going to practice on and what we going to start doing in our life is disconnecting ourselves from everything and everybody that brings chaos in our life. If they bring in negative vibes, if they coming with the drama, with the BS, with the hearsay, we don't got time for it. When they call you with it, say, you know what? I don't mean no harm, but I don't even want to hear that. I'm not in that's not my mind. That's not my mind. I'm not in that mainframe. That's not my head space. Like, and you know what? I don't mean no harm, but I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I don't mean no harm, but look, I don't even care if you say, I don't mean no harm, but I'm above that. I don't mean no harm, but I'm not that person anymore. It's okay to let folk know. That way they can stop calling you. Because, baby, my phone don't ring often. And I am not mad with that. My phone does not ring often. Because people understand, quit letting people dump their trash at your doorstep for you to clean up. Because when they do that, guess what? When they dump it on you, they getting it off of them. See, they didn't got it off them. Now they didn't dump it on you. Now you got to deal with it. Now you got to decipher all those feelings. Why? Because it ain't even your problem. Always. Personal use. Thank you. Come on now. Come on now. I'm going to give y'all about 15 more minutes. Give y'all about 15 more minutes. And so what we talking about? What we doing? We got about 15 more minutes. Oh yeah. Oh man, sis, when I tell you, baby, I had to learn that because I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna admit, I was always trying to be the fixer. You know what I'm saying? Always, well, I want everybody to be happy and I don't want nobody hurting. And if I could do something to help you, then that's what I'm gonna do. Even if it takes giving you my last, even if it takes, you know what I'm saying, me doing whatever. I'm there for you, especially if I rock with you and I got genuine love for you. It was nothing I wouldn't do. But then I had to learn, everybody don't deserve that. Everybody don't deserve that part of me. Right? Like, I can be cordial and I can be social, but everybody does not deserve that part of us. We got to understand that. We have to be selective in who we give all of our resources to, our time, our energy. You know what I'm saying? Our vibes. We have to be selective because people will take that, use it, or you'll do so much for people and they'll turn around and ask you, look, you ever done something for somebody and they turn around and say, but I ain't asked you to. Meaning you saw that they had a need. You met that need. They treated you like shit. You had to remind them of what it was. And they said, I ain't asked you to. Ain't that a slap in the face? Ain't that a slap in the face? Or you ever went out on a limb defending somebody and found out that's the main person that's been talking about you and dogging you? Slap in the face? Right? You ever held somebody on a pedestal and realized all along they was the messy one? Slap in the face. It's draining. Oh, baby. When I tell you, I don't care how positive you try to be, and I try to be positive. If you hang around shit long enough, you start to smell like it. You hang around negativity long enough, it's like it seeps over into your pores. You start thinking like that. You start acting like that. Now you mad and you don't even know what the hell you mad for. What you mad for? You was just in a good mood. But you finished talking to somebody or somebody done called you with some bullshit or they done heard something about you. Now you pissed off. For what? Because number one, how you even know what that person told you is true? That person could have been speaking through somebody else. What I mean, they come and telling you Tyrone said when all the time they said. So we got to think, y'all. Don't be so moved by stuff. If you didn't see it with your eyes or hear it with your ears, consider it false. When it comes to somebody telling you something, if you didn't see it, if you didn't hear it, don't take it at face value. Don't read too much into it and don't take it at face value because let's be real. We know people play both sides, right? We know people create mess just because they want to see tension. We know people don't even need a reason to dislike you. Some folk dislike you because of how other people love you. I'm going to say that again. Poetry Snap, Jim. It ain't even always something you've done. You could have not done anything. Some people will dislike you just because of how other people love you. He's going to go back down fast. I'm going to say it again. Some people dislike you because of how other people love you. And I had to realize in my own situation, maybe that's why people feel like I think I know everything. Because a lot of people call on me. Family, associates, friends. A lot of people call on me when they're going through something. You know, if something good going on with them, something bad. If they need a listening ear, if they need to cry, if they need a laugh, they call me. So maybe that's why some people feel like, oh, this bitch thinks she all that. Well, boo-boo, it ain't my fault. You too can be positive. You too can have a good spirit and a good heart. Well, people will call on you. But if your listening ear wasn't attached to a running mouth, maybe they would call on you. Hello, somebody. So if you ever wondering why, man, they always call on so-and-so, they don't never call on me. Maybe you talk too fucking much. Look, sis, me and you done had our conversations, okay? Face-to-face, text, phone call, Facebook. You know, we done been there. But guess what? Whatever we talked about didn't go no further. Because my thing is this. I don't even care if we fall out. Whatever you told me in confidence is your business. It ain't mine to tell. If you would have wanted everybody to know or other people to know, you would have told them. That's how I look at stuff. It ain't my business to tell. You share something with me, it's not my business to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't me. Like, for what? You would never know. First of all, people be to share something with me, and other people will come back and tell me. I don't say, yeah, I know. I be like, oh, okay, for real. I even hit people with the, why you telling me? If they wanted me to know, they probably would have told me. Because I want them to understand that, yeah, it's not, yeah, because guess what? I don't want nobody out here telling my business. If I done came to you and told you something in confidence, I don't care if I come to you and tell you I won the lottery. I don't need everybody knowing I won the lottery. You feel me? Whether it's good or bad, I don't want folks in my business, especially people who I don't know. You shouldn't know nothing about me. If I don't know you, you shouldn't know nothing about me. Period. And if you don't like me, you damn sure shouldn't know nothing about me. Like, for real. That's grown folk thinking. What you sitting up talking about me for? Because number one, all that means is I was a topic of discussion when I wasn't around. So that's foul. Red flag. No. That's foul. Red flag. If you know something about me that I didn't tell you, that means I was the topic of somebody's conversation when I was not around. Y'all let that sink in. Because now y'all sitting back like, damn. Oh, shit. That makes sense. Because you sitting back wondering how it's some folk that know your business that you didn't tell. Guess what? Ta-da! Somebody was talking about you when you wasn't around. That's how they know. And I'm like this. How? Why was I a topic of discussion if I wasn't around? What was y'all talking about? You feel me? Thank you. Your friend, your family, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your kids, your mama and them, the folk at the church, the corner store, the gym. I don't even care if me and you know people in common. If I don't rock with them like you rock with them, they should know my business if I didn't tell them. Because it all goes back to, why y'all talking about me when I ain't around? Hello? At the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, if it's good or if it's bad, that means it was a conversation about me and I wasn't there. Thank you. Who the common denominator? Because if the outsiders know your business, it's somebody on the inside that's telling. I told y'all, your sis. See, I'm starting easy with y'all. I ain't even got deep. Like, I can take you through some deep stuff. I can have you thinking. I can have you on this mug like, wait a minute, say that again. I'm easing into it. I've been on TikTok for about a month, maybe. And people really be feeling my videos because I got over 2,500 followers already. And it's been barely a month. So when I tell you and they like the stuff that you know how many women be like, man, I needed this. Thank you so much. And men too. Like, man, I needed these words. Thank you so much. Like, oh my God. I'm trying to be for everybody. I ain't for women. I ain't for men. I'm for everybody. I'm about what's right, not who's right. See what I'm saying? I don't like, you know what? And I'm glad I'm not like that with my kids because I always want them to feel like we have an open door policy. I don't want them to feel like, man, I can't tell my mama now because she gonna tell grandma or grandma. No, when you talk to me, you talk to me. I don't care what it is because it ain't your business. It's not my business to tell, even if I'm your mama. No. Now, if I need you to do something for them, I can simply ask you what it is I need you to do for them. I don't need to tell you their business. You know, and you hate that because you want to be able to talk to people that you love and that you trust. But you also got discernment in knowing, you know what? Stop for you right there. You got discernment in knowing, you know what? I'm not going to tell this person nothing because I already know the outcome. Especially if they done burned you before. Because, see, we feel like that when we done been burned before. We done shared something with somebody. They use it against us. Or they told somebody. Or they held it over our head. We done been there. So in those instances, we be very cautious. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to talk to you, but then again, I don't know. 'Cause if a person burns you once, trust and believe, they likely to burn you again. Like I always say, we teach people how to treat us. If we let people get away with certain levels of disrespect, I'm just a firm believer that disrespect will continue. If we don't hold people accountable, if we don't start telling them, look, I told you such and such and you went and blah, 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 so I can't rock with you on that level. You know, I like to be direct. Maybe it's the Virgo in me. Oh, no, I'm going to tell you. If I'm not rocking with you and we was close, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you did some fuck shit, or I realized we wasn't on the same level. I got to move accordingly. No love lost. It is what it is. That's it. Because past that, I ain't explaining nothing. And the reason I tell you is don't invite me to nothing. Don't think you showing up at my crib. Don't think you crashing nothing, because you'll get your feelings hurt. That's why I'm direct with people. If I don't rock with you, oh, trust me, you know it. I agree, Shelly. It's very disheartening. It's very disheartening. Very. Because at the end of the day, our parents, like, usually our first go-to, right? Like, before we get friends and before we married and before we get to know people and we figuring out our path in this world, it's usually our parents. Because I know I call mine all times of night. My mom and my dad, I know I used to get on their nerve. It could be 2 o'clock and I know damn well my mama is asleep. I'll call and be like, Mom, you sleep? And you could hear her yawning or stretching. She'd be like, no, that's okay. What's going on? She ain't gonna get off that phone till I dealt with whatever I need to deal with. It ain't even got to be nothing that had nothing to do with her. Oh, your dad was worse. Oh, wow. Well, Shelly, guess what? You got me, boo. You need to talk. Hit my inbox. You got me. We can work through some stuff. I help you, boo. And you ain't got to worry about me telling nobody. It would not be the topic of a conversation in here on the live. I would not put you on blast. Trust and believe. You know, we all need somebody we can talk to. But the reality is, sometimes we end up, that person got to be somebody we don't even know. And sometimes that's better, though. You ever thought about that? Sometimes it's better talking about serious stuff to people we don't know. Because sometimes people can be so judgmental. They can make you feel so stupid, right? Or why would you do that? Or they hit you with the I told you so's. Or you should have known better. So-and-so would have never done this. Like, you don't want to hear that. If you already know you done something stupid, you need somebody else telling you done something stupid. Hell, you already know that. If I already know I messed up, I don't need everybody in my family telling me I messed up. God damn it, I already know that. I done figured that out. I come to that realization. So when I come to you and I lay my burdens down, I don't need you to beat me over the head with it. Don't have trust issues, Shelly. Don't have trust, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about trust issues. I'm going to paint a picture for you real quick. I want you to follow me. This is how I look at trust issues and emotional baggage and not want to be vulnerable. I look at all that the same. It's like putting up a wall, right? If it was a wall in front of me, better yet, I'm going to give you the whole visual. This a wall that's in front of me. This a wall, right? All of those things are walls. Just like that wall keeps you out, it also keeps me in. Think about it. It's keeping you out, you over there, but it's also keeping me in over here. That's what you do. You block, you limiting yourself. Now, I'm not saying just be out here trusting anybody. No. Make people earn your trust. Make people earn your trust. That's what I'm saying. Don't feel like, oh man, I can't trust nobody. No, don't feel like that. Don't feel like that. You can't trust the people that have proven themselves untrustworthy. That's what it is. That's what it is. You can't. So I don't want you to say, like you said, you have trust issues. You say you have trust issues because of your parents, but don't allow that to influence how you trust people, because you want to be able to trust people, because honestly, without trust, what do you have? I can love you to death, but if I don't trust you, we still gonna always be on shaky ground. We always in between, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like I said, the demonstration again, when it comes to trust, there go that wall, right? It's keeping you over there and it's keeping me over here. So you out is keeping you out, but it's keeping me in. That's not good. It's not healthy. So I want you to slowly, and like I said, you just be mindful who you trust with what. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, everybody don't deserve access to you, right? Number one, everybody don't need to know your business. Some shit we got to handle on our own. Some shit we got to keep to ourselves. And prime example, This for anybody on here listening now, anybody that listens to a replay. Don't be so quick to tell people about what you got going on. Don't talk to people about your plans, what you got going on, the blessings that's coming your way, because everybody don't want you to make it. Sometimes you mess yourself up because you didn't talk too damn much. You done told the wrong people stuff and it done threw you off. You feel me? That's deep. You done had an iron fort with a drawbridge, with a moat, with alligators and snakes. You was in there. But guess what? When you realize that you ain't got to be like that with everybody, that it's really some good people that will reciprocate your trust, that it's really some people who deserve your trust, baby, that's such a good feeling. That is such a good feeling because you can just chill. You can just know. Don't you hate when you get ready to talk to somebody? This how you know. Look, snap, I'm finna drop a jewel. I'm dropping a gem for y'all. This how you know. If you get ready to tell a person something and you start off with saying, now this between me and you, that means you shouldn't be telling them. If you start off saying, now this between me and you, or just between me and you, or don't tell nobody, but you don't need to be talking to them because that already means that's your conscience already letting you know you don't even trust them 100%. So that means whatever you was finna tell them, don't tell them. Just be like, you know what? It don't even matter. It ain't even that serious. Don't tell them. If you got to start your conversation with that, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Man, yes. Because it feels so good when you done took so long to get there. Like I tell people, we don't go through life to remain the same. We don't work through those issues, let our guard down, resolve old conflicts and work on past trauma. We don't do all that work to stay the same. No, we do all that work so we can grow. We do all that work so we can be the best version of ourselves to the people that we love, because we know they deserve the best of us, not the broken us. We know that because you come across people that deserve the best you that you can offer. And then you come across people that don't deserve your ass to kiss. But them folk, we going to leave them where they at and we going to keep it moving. That's it. That's it. You know, that's it. And not everybody deserves that. And that's the thing. We just have to learn the difference. We have to learn the difference. That's it. But it's 8:30. I'm going to get ready and get off here, y'all, because your girl is hungry. I'm finna go find me something to eat. Watch me a movie. Yes, but you know what, sis? Sometimes we are our biggest enemy, right? Sometimes we are the thing that's standing in our way. So I'm going to challenge you today to give yourself permission to just be. Without the stress, without the worries, just be. Be in the moment. Be present in your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your actions. Just be. You know, but I'm going to get back on here tomorrow. I'm going to try to get on at a decent time again so we can vibe out tomorrow. I'm going to do some giveaways because every week I at least try to do one giveaway. Like I done gave away hats and bags and fanny packs. Somebody even won a leather jacket with me. You feel me? Like every week I try to give away something. You know what I'm saying? So, you're welcome. You're welcome, honey. You know, so I'm going to get back on tomorrow. I'm going to try to have my Patreon set up. I think it's $5 a month for anybody that want to subscribe, but I think it gives you access to all my videos. It gives you access to exclusive stuff. It gives you discounts on my merchandise, like all my shirts and my hoodies that I make with different sayings. It gives you access to all of that. I'll be uploading like a daily morning motivational segment. You know, it'll be audio that you guys can listen to, video as well. So I'm got to finish setting it up because some of my people put me on to that. So I got to finish setting it up. Good night, baby girl. So I'm going to let you guys go. Yes, we self-sabotage and we don't even know what we're doing. Exactly. Not intentionally, though. We just feel like, you know, we don't want to trust. We don't want to be hurt. And that's a normal part of life. So we're going to pick this conversation up tomorrow. We're going to pick, matter of fact, I'm writing myself a note. We're going to pick up where we left off tomorrow. And the topic going to be self-sabotage. That was a perfect way. That's a perfect topic for tomorrow the 13th. That's our topic for tomorrow. We're talking about self-sabotage. So I love you guys. I appreciate the love, the support. I'm going to be back on here tomorrow. We starting off with self-sabotage. We're going to do a couple giveaways. I got my book. I got keychains. I got hats with matching bags. I got other bags, crossbody. I got shades. I got watches, baby. I got a little bit of everything. So you guys go enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you guys tomorrow evening. Much love. Till next time. Peace out.